Hello. Thanks everyone for coming to my channel. Hi, John. Hi, Mark and Annette. Hi, Adam. Who else we got here? Hi, Mercy Waters. Hi, Pallets Pouts. Steph Sells. How's everyone going? So I'm here with my friend Megan.
Hi.
My exploring friend. So this is my first live, so let's hope it's going to be a good one. So hi, Jackie. Okay, so we're going to talk abandoned stuff tonight and exploring. So if you've got any questions, hit us up. Okay. So Dee says good day to Megan. Hi, Dee.
Hi,
How are
Dee.
you? Hi, Pallets, Pouts, and Perfumes and Panning.
I haven't got my glasses.
Hi, Mark and Annette.
Hi, Mark. Hi, Annette.
Hey, Danny. Thanks for joining me. Hey, Crubby the Beagle. Hey, Gamingham. How are you, buddy? Okay, so tonight we're going to talk about abandoned stuff. So if you want to ask me some questions about exploring, abandoned. Hi, Fred. Hi, Shinkachu.
Clayton.
So how's everyone going? Just give me a sec. I'm just going to go and get myself a drink. I'll be back.
Talk about your last explore. What it was like.
All right. So last night we went on an explore to this house, and it was really badly eaten by termites, and all the floor was rotting, and Werner fell through the floor.
Yeah, not good.
Yeah. Because it had been raining and it had no roof on there, plus with the termite damage and everything. So there was all boards down and we all had to go on the boards, but me and Heather felt a bit uneasy on our feet. So we walked out and went around the back and explored the back because it was actually quite dangerous to be inside of the house because of the termite damage and the water damage, and you can actually fall through floors. Sometimes when you go to abandoned houses, you have to be like really careful because you can have like really bad accidents because the houses are unstable. And there's been a few incidents where Heather nearly fell down into a pool.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and sometimes you got to really watch, and it can be quite dangerous as well.
Hey, Drew. Thanks for joining me, buddy. Okay, so John's asking, how do we find these places? Well, what we do is sometimes it just pays to just drive around your neighborhoods, and that's how we find most of our abandoned locations. We just drive around our neighborhood, we go to other neighborhoods. We go on Google Maps when we're out in the country, and we see what we can find on Google Maps. A lot of the places that we find in the country are really, really good ones. They're my favorite. I love going out to the country ruins and stuff. Normally we go with Mark and Annette. They join us for the country ones. So yeah, we found quite a few good ones. Hey, Sweetie Pie, thanks for joining me.
Sometimes I find them because I'm a beauty therapist and I actually do home care visits. So I'm always driving around Adelaide, and sometimes I come across abandoned houses as well. But yeah, most of the time we go out, we like drive around. Sometimes when we drive around, we find about 5 or 6 of them a night, and then other nights you drive around and you might just find one. Yeah. Or there's a lot of places that get torn down, but you never knew they were even abandoned in the first place. Yeah.
And if anyone wants to join me on the cam, you're more than welcome to pop up if you like.
Has anybody got any questions for us at all?
The gaming hand's asking, has he ever been stopped by the cops?
Yes, we have the gaming ham. We were at a location that had some old. Over here in Australia, we call them like units. They're a group of like apartments, and there was like a few old apartments that we went to that were abandoned, and I was actually walking into an empty apartment, just doing some filming, and as I walked out, there was a man standing there staring at me, and I thought, oh, okay, and it was a police officer, and I thought, oh, okay, I'm in trouble. And all he said to us was that, you know, we weren't supposed to be there. We told him that we weren't up to any mischief, like we weren't graffiti artists or we weren't there to steal anything. And he could see that we had cameras in our hands. So he sort of let us off and said, like, you know, don't come back. So we haven't been there since. There was another occasion where I was out in the country with M&A Mystery Tours, and I was flying my drone over an old ruin, and a farmer came by and he said that he was going to shoot my drone out of the sky. So, you know, I got a bit of a fright. I thought, okay, no worries, I'll bring it back. And he did say to us that if we were still there when he got back, that he was gonna, he was gonna call the police on us. So we sort of got out there real quick, smart, and yeah, we're not going back there again. But they're probably the only two that. There was another time where we were out in the country and a police officer came and he just said what we were doing, and we just said, look, we were filming, and he said that, yeah, okay, you're not supposed to be here. You're supposed to ask for permission, which we didn't because there was no houses around. Normally we do if we can. If there's a house nearby, we'll go and just ask if we can do some, you know, take photos of the property. A lot of people say, yeah, no, not a problem, but we also get people that say, no, you know, we don't want you here, just go away, and we'll leave it at that.
We've had some funny stories also about I got a mental blank.
Yeah, that's right, Annette. That's when I was just talking about the one at Alma.
Okay, Clayton wants to know if you've encountered any snakes in these houses.
Yes, I have. Yeah. I've only encountered one snake, but I've found a couple of dead snakes on the dirt roads. So when I first started exploring, we were walking through some pretty high grass, and I was going into an old shed, and there was a snake in there which I'd seen and gave me a bit of a fright, and I sort of walked away and ended up going back there probably 10 minutes later to film the shed. And yeah, otherwise I've seen 2 dead snakes on the road which I've filmed and put them up on my channel. Yeah.
I think Drew asked a question, I think.
And hang on. Have you heard, Jackie Evelyn wants to know, have you heard any disembodied voices while exploring?
We've heard that guy snoring.
No, disembodied voices.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Not really. I guess if we're doing a ghosts investigation. I can't really say I have, but if we're doing an investigation, then yeah, I do get not disembodied voices, but I get voices coming through on my necrophonic, which I use. Okay, and
Steph sells stuff by the seashore. Asks, I see you have Pepsi in Australia.
Yes, yeah, it's my favourite drink, Pepsi Max. Yep, I love it. I love it.
I'll read the questions out as they come along.
Yeah, go for it. Go for it. So if anyone wants to pop up on the live, on the cam, you're more than welcome.
Now, what was the favourite place you've been to? What would be your
favourite place? My favourite place that I've been to was I went to a house in our, well, it wasn't in our suburb, but it was not far from us. It was like a big 2-story mansion, which had a swimming pool. That was probably my favourite one. It was just a shame that one, we actually drove past it last night and there was a excavator on the site and it had actually pulled it all down, and there's only the shed left now and some of the house is left, but it's all been torn down, and I thought, oh, what a waste. And there was nothing wrong with that house, you know. It was just a perfect house, no cracks. And I think the only way it was abandoned was that someone had bought the land, because I think the land was probably worth more than what the house was, and they're probably going to build some big, I don't know, townhouses on it, big apartments.
Clinton wants to know, do you guys
Hi,
keep
Adam.
Aquarium fish?
Do we what, sorry?
Keep aquarium fish. Do we have an aquarium?
No, we don't have an aquarium. No.
Okay, Cherry. Well, we sort of answered Cherry's question. Sweetie Pie wants to know, what's the coolest thing you've seen left behind at a house or an explore?
Yeah, sure. I've got a place that we. It was probably about 200 kilometres from Adelaide, out in the country, that we found. It was an old farmhouse, and that had a lot of stuff that was still left behind. The story of that one was the lady that lived there, she her husband had passed away and she couldn't look after herself, so obviously her family put her into a nursing home, but the house was just left abandoned and everything was still left inside like it wasn't touched at all. That was a really good one. That's probably my favourite one. Another one of my favourite ones that had a lot of stuff in it. But a lot of the places that I go to has still got stuff still in the house. Yeah.
Okay, just remind everyone to take some time to give this video the thumbs up, please, if you don't mind. We've got 17 in chat at the moment. That's awesome.
Hey, Sheree.
11 thumbs up. So please don't forget, and share when you can. We might get a couple more people.
Hey, Pocket Watch. Sheree, I don't know if you, one of my, Sheree, I don't know if you want to just add to some of the explores that we've done. Sheree and John are part of our group as well that go out exploring. So I don't know if you guys want to just sort of add to some of the cool places that we've been to.
Any more questions?
What about you, Adam? What's the coolest place you've been to lately? No. Okay, another place that I went to was, which had more than enough stuff was another place that was only in the Adelaide Hills, not far from us. That had stuff left behind, but it also had the former tenants still there, like I'm talking spirits. And we did an investigation in that house, and we got a lot of responses out of that, which was really good. So there was a lot of cool evidence of the people that used to live in that house. Another place that we explored was the Collag Hotel. We did an investigation there, a ghost investigation, and we got a lot of responses from that one. And a spirit did attach itself to me
And me.
and Megan. Yeah, Megan. So that was pretty.
Those energies up.
Yeah, that was pretty not good. Yeah.
Yes. Have you explored solo, Werner, or do you always go as a group?
No, we go as a group. I would have the guts to go into a place on my own. I'm a bit of a scaredy cat when it comes to that. No, we go. So I normally go with Megan, my partner Heather, and we go with our friends Mark and Annette from M&A Adventures, and we also go with John and Cherie, who are our adventurers. They don't have a YouTube channel, but they come with us. Drew's Adventures.
And don't forget
He's just recently joined us. And we also go with Pocket Watch. She's been coming out with us. Actually, another place that was really cool, and Pocket Watch would know about this place. Like I said, the Collag Hotel, that was a really good explore, but unfortunately, its spirit did attach itself to me, and that wasn't very good.
Sweetie Pie wants to know, have squatters ever been nasty?
No, actually. I went to a place with Pocket Watch and Heather, and we met a squatter. His name was Ben, and he was really friendly, and we just said, oh, look, would you mind if we walked around and took photos? And he just said, oh, look, it's not my place. And I said, okay, look, so what we'll do is we'll come back the next day. And so I actually went there the next day, and I sort of had a pie. I had a pie, so I had some food, which I was going to give him, but he wasn't actually there. So I left it there for him. So I should have wrote him a letter just to say that, I was the chap from last night. But no, I haven't really encountered many squatters. Oh, there was one squatter that we encountered. Remember that guy, Megan, when we went up on, I won't say where it is, but we were
that night, yeah.
Yeah,
So,
and then he was, when we left, we sort of left the house, and then there was a guy waiting outside just to make sure that we left, and I thought, oh, okay, we're sort of invading his territory.
there was another one that we nearly went into, and lucky Werner heard him snoring.
Yes.
And I looked through the window and he was fast asleep. So, yeah, we just left him to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't go in.
Yes. Drew wants to know, what is the weirdest thing you have ever found?
Oh, a lot of things, Drew. Oh, wow. I've found a lot of weird things in abandoned places. The weirdest thing, I'm just trying to think. How weird do you want me to say, Drew? There was a place I went to, and it's one of my videos, and I've called it the sex house. So you can just imagine what we would have seen in that house. Megan was with me, so she'd know what I'm talking about. But that's probably one of the weirdest things that I've found was the things that was left behind in that house. That's why I called it the sex house. So that's not to mention what we've seen, but.
Yes. Mercy Waters wants to know, what would you most like to discover?
A millionaire's mansion, a big 3-story mansion. I would love to find something like that. When we go out on explores, we see these big sort of homes like in the richer suburbs of Adelaide, and we think to ourselves, gee, I wish that was abandoned. Can it be abandoned? Can't we just knock on the door and say, can you leave your house for the day so we can go inside and explore it? But yeah, I would love to explore a big $1 million mansion's house.
Yeah. Sweetie Pie says the Collag was a wicked explore, Werner.
Thank you.
I really like the old places and hoarders' houses. Clayton says, you guys don't get scared to go in haunted places?
No, not at all, actually. Like I said, I wouldn't go in on my own. I'd go with Megan, John and Cherie, Mark and Annette, Drew, Heather. No, I actually, my last explore, which was, I can't really say where it was, but the last explore I just put up was a hostel, and I went that night. I went out with Drew from Drew's Adventures, and that was like 3 a.m. in the morning. So that was a night explore. So I actually went down into the basement where there used to be a topless bar down there. And so I went down into that, and I was virtually just down there for about 5 minutes and said, nah. I was on my own, and I just said, nah, this is really, really scary down here. And I'm pretty sure that I wasn't alone down there. There's definitely at least 2 people down there. There was a suicide that took place in 2010. There was a guy that had suicided. He shot himself in the head in 2010. So maybe it was him. Could have been the guy that owned the joint, that owned the hotel. I'm not sure if he's still alive. I was told that he's probably about 97 years old now. So, but whether he's still alive, I'm not sure. But there was definitely more than one spirit in that bar area.
Yeah. Going on from that, Steph asks, you mentioned a spirit attached itself to you. How did you handle that?
Okay, so
Grounded itself.
so yeah, it was so I was grounded at the end. I felt
Pocket Watch and Moira helped the watch.
Yeah, so I had Pocket Watch and Moira there, and they were and they sort of grounded me. But I look, I can't really remember most of it. I think it was only about how long did it last? About half an hour?
Oh, around about half an hour, 20 minutes to half an hour, I think.
Yeah, just no energy. I just felt I sort of had a headache. I felt like I was catching, I don't know, a cold or something. You know, when you get those symptoms of catching a virus or something, just no energy, and I was very, very thirsty. I just couldn't stop drinking. I don't know what that meant, but
let them know there's you can see all that transpire on my Collag investigation video.
Yeah, so if you go over to Heather's channel, Come Heather with Heather, she's got the full investigation of that. So I didn't put that up on my channel, but Heather put it up on hers. So if you want to check that out, where that spirit was there, and just check that out on Heather's channel. Yep.
Yes.
Hey Fluff, how are you?
Yeah.
Thanks for coming along.
Yes, Pocket Watch and Mercy Waters grounded Werner and removed the spirit. Now there was something else you mentioned. Steph wants to know what's a squatter.
A squatter is someone that moves around to like abandoned locations. Just someone that
Is homeless.
That just unfortunately we have a few people like that in Adelaide where, you know, life's not going too good for them, and you know they can't afford to look after themselves, or they can't afford to pay rent, they can't afford to have a mortgage, so they they just live on the streets, and a lot of these people, they find abandoned homes and live in them. Unfortunately, when they do, though, they don't live in them for very long because the houses get torn down.
Yes. And Mark and Annette is telling me I'm doing a great job. Thank you, Mark and Annette. Love you long time.
Thanks, Mark. Thanks, Annette.
Dean Newham. Dean, have you ever gone underground, old mines, etc.?
I've only done one mine, but I never took a camera down. That was a mine that's up in our local hills. But unfortunately, when I went down there, I didn't have a camera at the time, and that was before my YouTube days too. But that was the first time I've ever been into a mine.
The gaming ham wants to know, has anything made you go, screw that, I'm out?
No, actually. No, normally if something's really, really sort of, I don't know, I think I get an adrenaline rush if something like that happens. I'll get a sense of, I just want to be there and sort of get to know what's lurking in these old places. So not really the gaming ham. I sort of, I get an adrenaline rush and think to myself, yep, okay, I want to try and communicate and see what's happening. I think the only time I would say, right, I'm out of here, is if I seen something standing there like a shadow or something and it wasn't my shadow, then yeah, I'd probably run a mile like anyone else would probably do.
Yes,
yeah.
That's great. Drew's Adventures wants to know, many drug houses you've encountered were Werner or Megan, so that's aimed at the both of you.
Well, it was only a couple of weeks ago I stepped on a needle and I was wearing sandals, and lucky it went under my shoe and not up into my shoe. But yeah, I heard it crunch under my foot and I wasn't watching where I was going.
It's okay. Lots of people saying hello to each other, which is great. I'm going to get on at the end of the stream, play some music, add some moderators, and share some links. So please stay tuned for that. Sweetie Pie wants to know, would you consider being a content creator full time if your channel became huge? Definitely.
That's what I'm aiming for, actually. Definitely, Sweetie Pie. Yeah.
Everyone's still saying hello to each other, which is great. Love to see lots of communication. Pocket Watch at Drew's Adventures doing, I would like to do. Yes, we want to do another investigation with you, Pocket Watch. We've got something planned that we'll talk to you about in a moment. I think I'm all caught up with all the questions so far.
I mean, I think I would like to do an investigation at the place that I just explored, the hostel. Definitely want to do a investigation there, because yeah, I definitely got a sense that there was quite a few spirits lurking in there. So yeah, definitely do one there if we can. Yeah.
The gaming hand wants to know, Werner, what's made you start doing abandoned exploration?
Yeah, I've always been doing abandoned stuff. Even as a kid, I used to walk into old homes and just go through them, and so I sort of started doing it as a kid, and sort of started a YouTube channel, probably 2 years ago, and I've been doing it ever since. But yeah, I've been doing it for quite a while, the gaming ham, ever since a kid. Just the thrill of walking into homes. But you know, when I was a kid, there was more old homes and you know, creepier homes than there is now. So, but unfortunately, back in those days, I didn't have a camera, so I couldn't film them. But you know, I always used to go into them with my brother. I keep saying to my brother, "You need to start a YouTube channel or come out with us." And you know, as a kid, I grew up in a haunted house. That's what got me believing in spirits and stuff. So I grew up in a haunted house where I was constantly seeing things as a child, and I was having some sort of spirit try to. Oh, it used to come into my room at night, and it would be hovering over the top of me as I was sleeping, and I'd be paralyzed. I wouldn't be able to hear anything. I couldn't speak. It just paralyzed me, and then. And this used to happen like nearly every single night. My brother experienced the same thing when I experienced it. And then when it finally lifted and went out of the room, we'd go running into our parents' room and jump into bed with them. And yeah, so it was a pretty vile place.
I grew up in a haunted house as well. I used to see things fly through the wall. I woke up one night and I had a girl all dressed in white, and she was sitting at the end of my bed, and she said to me, "Have you been looking for me?" I remember I was shit myself. I was like, got the blanket, put it over my head, and I was like so scared. I saw a hand on the fence. I looked out the kitchen window. There was a hand on the fence. I was in the lounge room one day and I saw this little man, and he was yay big, and he just floated through the wall. The cat levitated off the lounge as well. And then when we moved house, they kind of followed us to the new house.
Oh no.
Oh, that's terrible.
And we got haunted there
Hey,
as
Nikki.
well.
That's
Thanks for joining me.
I know.
Yes. Okay, next question. Clayton wants to know, what will be when you reach 1,000 Ks, what will be your special 1,000 K sub video?
Oh, I could possibly do a live now that now that I've got the hang of doing this. But any suggestions? Not sure at this stage.
Next question. Oh, hang on. I've lost myself a little bit. The Gaming Ham has asked us to call him Gordon. Gordon, you may regret that.
No worries, Gordon. That's a good name, by the way.
We like Gordon. Only Werner and Heather can call you Gordon. Megan can't.
Hey, Simon, thanks for coming up.
You'll have to call him Mr. Ham.
Mr. Who?
Ham.
Mr. Ham.
No worries,
Jackie
Simon. Take care.
Jackie
Sorry.
has to say good night. Yeah.
Good night, Jackie. Thanks for coming.
Sleep well. And what questions? I'm out dumpster diving is out dumpster diving.
Hey, Simon. Simon, I don't know if did you want to come up quickly and just tell me about, because you mentioned in my comment that you used to stay at the hostel. I don't know if you want to come up and just we'll have a little bit of a chat about it.
Dee wants a summer 1,000 hot pool party, and Drew can be the pool boy.
Yeah.
Pocket wants to know: would you consider doing an investigation at your childhood house?
Oh, I'd love to, but the only thing is, I know there is people living in that house. So I'd have to probably go and ask them. But yeah, I'd like to.
Hey, we went there the other week, didn't we?
Yes, we did. Yeah, we walked past it actually. Yeah.
Okay. 15 in chat and 11 thumbs up. Please take the time to like this video if you haven't already.
Thank you,
that would be great. And share it out where you can. We might get one or two more people in the chat. Pocket Watchers, ask them have you asked them if it's haunted?
No. I don't think it would be now because the spirits probably would have moved on. I do actually know who the spirit was, and it was actually my uncle that was there.
Oh.
It was my uncle, and there was.
Yes.
Your uncle?
Yeah, it was my uncle, but then there would have been another spirit there as well, which I didn't know because apparently from what we found out, it used to be some sort of Aboriginal burial site there, so it could have been there could have been other spirits attached to that. My uncle was a very, very evil man when he was alive.
Wow. Tell us about him.
I don't really know.
Oh.
I never met him, but this is what my mum was telling me.
Yeah.
He was a very, very evil man, so
Wow.
maybe that's why he.
Did she tell you much
was
about
there.
him?
Oh, he wasn't a very good man.
Was that
He
your mum's brother?
No, that was my mum's uncle. He was my
Oh,
great
so-
great uncle actually.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he was not a good man.
Wow.
Yes.
So
all that-
and when
sorry.
so when he passed away, he actually fell off a bridge into the water and hit his head on the rocks as he fell into the water, and he drowned. That's how he passed away.
Mm.
So
Yeah. Okay, all that fluff and stuff wants to know. Question. Werner, did you think it was romantic to take Heather on the first date to a ghost hunt?
I think that's so cool.
Okay, I thought you were going to ask me that question. Thought someone was going to ask me that question. At the time,
If he had have known what he was getting himself into, he wouldn't have made the phone call in the first place.
actually, at the time, I was right into ghost hunting, actually. I was right into it. And I thought, well, what if Heather would like to go to a cemetery with me? You know, so I took it to the most haunted cemetery in South Australia, which was the Kapunda Cemetery. All you Adelaideans there would know which cemetery I'm talking about. We have a cemetery here in South Australia that's probably the most haunted cemetery in the Southern Hemisphere, possibly in Australia maybe. There's just so much activity there, and I've only seen one spirit there, and that was a shadow, which I thought. Actually, my experience was I was there one night with a group of friends, and there was a shadow, and I was filming that night, and I thought it was me. So I thought, I'll just move to the side and just see if the shadow moves. Anyway, when I moved to the side, this shadow just stood there. I thought, okay, that's not me. So I sort of turned around and walked back to the group, and there was about 6 of us there that was there that night, and. Yeah, and then when I told him about it, we sort of went back where I seen it, and it was gone. So I thought that was pretty freaky. And that was the only time I'd ever seen anything in that cemetery. And we've had we did some EVPs there, and we got so when we played back one of the EVPs, we got a voice saying death. When we played it back, it said death after we were asking questions. And that's, we took and this is why I don't do Ouija boards, don't meddle with those anymore. But we did take a Ouija board there one night, and a few of us asked questions that we shouldn't have, and the glass just went all over the place. And I thought, no, I'm not doing this. So I sort of took my hand off the glass and backed off, and the glass still. So we all took our hand off this glass, and the glass just kept moving. And we thought that was weird. Anyway, when I went to get rid of that Ouija board, I actually threw it off a bridge into like a creek, thinking that it was going to sink, and it actually didn't. It actually skid, like when you throw a rock on the water, and it sort of skids like 3 times. Well, this is how this Ouija board, it was like made out of wood, so it wasn't a cardboard one. It was made out of like thick wood. And it just slid like you'd throw a rock onto the water, and I thought that was really bizarre. So, and then I was hoping I hope this Ouija board is not going to sort of come back to me one day, but it never did. So I'm just hoping no one else found it. That definitely had something evil attached to it.
Yes. Sweetie Pie wants to know, would you consider travelling interstate to a known haunted place?
Definitely. Yeah, definitely. I I try to go interstate if I can. Next year we've got an adventure planned for the US. We did have one planned for 2020, but unfortunately with COVID, we couldn't go. So hopefully next year we can get out to the US and do some places over there.
Yes, all that fluff and stuff. When she comes down, wants to go to that haunted cemetery with you.
Definitely, yeah.
Our first date. You can. When we have our anniversary, you can join us, Fluffy. So, in just to expand on, would you travel interstate? Do you have a bucket list, Werner?
Yeah. Definitely have a bucket list. There's quite a few places that I want to go and explore. Mainly abandoned places that I see on other people's channels. So hopefully we can connect up with those people and they can take us to those abandoned houses over there. There is one place that I'd like to go to that's in Los Angeles. And that's is it in Los Angeles? I think it's in California. And that's Sally's house.
Yes,
I'd love to go to that.
What's that?
I want to go back to the Queen Mary, do an investigation. Hopefully we could stay in the room 503, I think it was, on the Queen Mary, where there's a ghost in there. I'd like to go back to a place called Waverly Hills.
Oh.
On the shirt here.
We've been there 4 times.
Which is an old tuberculosis hospital. That's very, very haunted in there.
What about Bobby McGee's?
Yeah, another place I'd like to go back to is Bobby Mackey's, which is
Bobby Mackey's.
a music like a bar. The owner of that place, he plays in that bar. He's a guitar player.
I love that
Bobby
place.
Mackey. So that place is very haunted.
Yeah.
I love watching.
And yeah, there's a lot of other places that I'd like to go to.
Yes. The Gaming Ham just made a comment. Ouija boards are banned word near me. I've had experiences with them and I burnt one.
Yeah, no, I totally agree with you.
They open up portholes, I reckon.
Yeah, they do. They open up portals, and yeah, they're not good. They're not good experiences. When I first got into Ouija boards, I reckon I was about 18 or 19 at the time. We had a few friends over and we were doing a Ouija board and we were trying to talk to a friend of ours that had just passed away. And instead of getting him, we got something else, which was very, very evil. And I said, look, don't ask these questions, because some of the guys were asking stupid questions, saying like, who's gonna die in this room? And I just grabbed the glass and said, look, you don't ask questions like that. And as I grabbed the glass actually shattered in my hands, and I've still got the scar on my finger.
But didn't one of the guys die though, didn't
just
they?
along there. Yes, and one of the guys in the guy that actually said that question, who's going to die in this room? 6 months later, he died in a car accident. He hit a tree, so he passed away. And I thought, I'm never going to do these things again.
And then the other guy died too.
They're just dangerous. Yeah, and another guy that was in that group, he was traveling interstate and he died in a car accident as well.
Yes. Wow.
Yeah, so that's why you don't do Ouija boards. They're just evil. So don't do them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweetie Pie says the tuberculosis hospital sounds awesome. Clayton wants to know, Charlie game is real though. Have you heard of Charlie game? I don't know if I've got that right.
Charlie game.
I've never heard of it.
Oh, Bobby Mackey's, when you go there, don't mention Zap Bagans, or you have heard things happen. Oh, okay. Zap Bagans, he's from Ghost Adventures, isn't he?
Yes.
Yeah, Zap Bagans. Yep, Ghost Adventures. Okay. Yep.
Yeah, it's not a good thing to play those games sometimes. Gordon of the Gaming Hand would like to know: would you ever come to the UK?
A possibility. Yeah, I've got a really good friend that lives in Leek, Staffordshire, in the UK. So I am planning on maybe going over there and catching up with him. Yes. Yep. Love to come to the UK.
I'd love to go to the UK.
I'd like to visit the Queen's Palace.
Same. I'd like to visit the Queen.
I've heard. I'm trying to see what these games are.
Charlie.
Charlie.
I think they're talking about. Ouija. Charlie. I don't know. I'm not sure. I think they were talking about Ouija boards and stuff. Charlie. Have you heard of Charlie Werner or Megan?
No. Can you just explain what Charlie is?
Sweetie Pie says, I'd love it if you and Urbex Indigo could do a collab together one day. And you know what? That's all
Yep.
Werner talks about is doing a collab with Urbex Indigo.
Yeah, we actually are, Sweetie Pie. I did message Paul and ask him if he wanted to do a explore with me. We were going to go and do some abandoned units, and he said, yeah, definitely. So I've just got to find the time, and we both work, so we have to try and find the time where we could do that. But yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Clayton wants to know, will you ever visit Hiroshima or Goa?
Hiroshima.
Yes.
Where's that?
Where's that? Sorry,
That's
I don't know
in
where
Japan.
that is.
Hiroshima, that's where the actual atomic explosion was.
Oh.
And it's now desolate city.
I'm not sure. I'd like to go to what's that place called? I'm just trying to think what that place is called. Where all the nuclear
Fallout.
The nuclear was it Russia or
No, Japan.
No, there was another one. I think it was Russia. Where all the nuclear, and it's just a whole city that's just abandoned. A whole city's abandoned.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I'd like to go and do that one.
Is it in Russia?
I think it's in Russia.
Chernobyl is in Russia.
Chernobyl, that's the one.
Yeah.
Chernobyl, yep, that's the one.
And I am Betty Jacob.
Yep.
This is just joining us.
Betty, how are you?
Yes, that's not bad, Betty, for a first live, isn't it?
Betty's so
Actually, he's got more watches than I have. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Okay, so according to Mercy Waters, Charlie is a divination game which the pure something answer is a yes/no question is found by waiting for a balanced pencil to point towards the word yes or no written on a sheet of paper.
Okay.
Putative? Is that putative? The writing's so small. Can you find that thing put on the mouse, Megan? Go to the mouse.
Yeah.
And on where Mercy Waters has.
I haven't got my glasses, so I can't see.
I'll do it.
I haven't heard of Charlie,
Sorry.
but
I'll do it. So
Sorry.
This is Charlie. That's there.
okay. Charlie is a devotion game in which the answer yes, no question is found by waiting for a balanced pencil to point towards the word yes or no written on a sheet of paper. No, never. I've never played that game.
I reckon I might try it.
I don't know.
think
What
we
about
should
you?
try it?
Pocket watch. Do you know what that one is? Should we try it? I don't know if I want to try it. I don't know if I'm game enough. It doesn't sound too good.
It's a bit like Bloody Mary, maybe. Okay. Everyone's saying hello to each other, which is great. It's 5 minutes past 10. So I don't know how long you want this live to go for, Werner.
Yeah.
Dee has Googled it as well. Charlie, internet craze a while ago, like a pendulum balancing pencil.
I've got a pendulum at home.
Yes. Sweetie Pie says it sounds freaky.
Yeah.
Don't try
I don't
when you know it's not good. Okay, so it's not a good game to play according to Clayton. Does that have a Japanese history? I don't follow the divination games.
I probably won't.
Cryptid.
Sounds like a homemade Ouija board.
Crystal pendulum. Don't do it, Werner.
No, probably not. Probably not. I mean, I'm quite happy doing what I'm doing, just going out and exploring. I've sort of put investigating on hold for a while.
I do it instead.
I guess if I find some place where I know where I can feel that there's something there, I might do an investigation in it. But most of the times, I sort of don't really do it much anymore. Just do the explores and just go through abandoned places and document what's been left behind.
Yeah. Betty J. Gathers doesn't like Ouija boards at all, and palm readings either. Mercy Water says, I don't think methods are good or bad, but it's effectively talking to strangers. And that is a very good point, because you don't know who you're talking to most of the time. Yeah. Sorry, Werner. Dee wants to know, have you seen the Candyman movies? Candyman in Mirror.
I don't think I have, Dee. I can't say I have.
Betty says, wow, Werner, you are loved. Look at all of us here.
Thanks, Betty.
Mark and Annette says, yep, the Candyman movies are good. Drew's Adventures is saying, Betty J. Gathers, I hope you're keeping well, cool, and happy. We're cold over here.
Yeah, it's freezing over here.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just come back from the Gold Coast and it was freezing over there too.
Oh, 17. Oh, nearly down to 15. It was
17. I can't really say I have seen Candyman, but I might watch it and just see what it's all about. Drew's Adventures Home Well and Wish, Drew's Adventures Home Well and Wish and Hot Weather. Wish I was there with all of you. Oh, thank you, Betty. We wish that you were here as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're coming to visit you when we come to America, so we can do a live stream all together. Yay! All that fluff and stuff is lying in bed with the electric blanket on.
Oh, gee.
It's cold.
I haven't seen the latest Candyman, says Dee. The baby all grown up. You seen the M&A? And Mark and Annette have. Gordon says, Werner, is there an old WW2 English American Air Force base near me with a museum? I can send you a link for it. That would be awesome.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Gordon. Yep.
Dee's freezing. Victoria's freezing. South Australia's freezing. Queensland's freezing. I think Western Australia are freezing. We're all freezing. It's like we're all living in Tasmania.
Yeah. Hey, Heather, do you know that place we went to that had a war bunker in it, didn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. Gordon, I haven't put it up yet, but I do have some video footage of an old abandoned war bunker. So I'll have to put that up soon.
Yeah, it was a sea bunker.
Yeah, a sea bunker. Yeah. And they had a lot of those old big cannons there as well. Yeah.
Yes, it was a good spot.
Yeah, that was a good explore. And I'm pretty sure that might have been haunted as well, because I remember going down into one of the bunkers, and there was this little room that had a table and it had some chairs in there. And straight away, I knew that there was, people sitting in those chairs playing cards. That's the first image I got, was like a couple of guys sitting there playing cards. It was just like a quick vision. And then I sort of just didn't explore. And I went to another place. I went to another section of that bunker, and there was this really weird, I don't know if it was an elevator. At first I thought it was a guillotine. I thought, oh my God, what's a guillotine doing in here? But then I realized it was some sort of a, maybe a food, where you'd send food down from the top down into the bunker. Maybe. Yeah, that was a good explore, that one.
Yeah. Clayton wants to know, have you heard of the game Hide and Seek ghost version with the doll and the mouth full of salt? With the doll and mouth full of salt.
No.
No, I've never heard of that one.
No. Do you want to explain that one?
Yeah, maybe not.
Is it Clayton, is it? Shinaku?
Yeah, Clayton.
Yeah.
Now, the Gaming Ham says, I know it's haunted because I was on my way to work at night and thought I'd run someone over, but stopped, pulled over, and saw the police laughing their heads off.
What?
Wow.
Okay.
Oh, so you rang the police?
No, it's haunted because...
Oh, so it's like a haunted ghost that comes running out. And does all the locals know about it?
Probably. I wouldn't be surprised. When you read the comments, you have to sort of guess between the lines because it's hard to always tell.
Yeah.
Betty J. Gathers says that after Heather did a live or premiere, they came whatever she got in. Hang on. After Heather did a live or premiere, they came whatever she got in to come over my phone the next day and kept saying hello, hello when I got on the phone. Just that one day did not scare me. Okay. Wow, that's very interesting, Betty. I'm glad it didn't frighten you. I'm a bit worried that happened. I hope it doesn't happen too often. Yes. Well, there you go. Oh, that's why I sometimes do not come, because they attach to me easily.
Yeah.
Sometimes
I do not come because they do. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's not good.
No, that's not. That's quite scary when you think about it, really.
Voodoo. I don't mess around with voodoo.
No, and the Gaming Ham says, yeah, it was a ghost, was walking in the middle of the road, and the police knew. Oh, yeah, the police knew about it, and it was parked up near the scene to reassure people that it was a ghost.
Where's this?
That's near where the Gaming Ham lives, I think, near the old World War II.
Is it in Australia?
Hey, Fluff. Me and Drew went out on an explore last night. It was about 1 o'clock in the morning, and Drew took me to this place where he had found this doll's head, and it had like matchsticks in its mouth. Like someone had lit the matchsticks in this doll's mouth, but didn't actually see it. But Drew said there was a voodoo doll there. I thought, ooh, yuck, you know. Yeah.
Mercy Water says that's not what voodoo is. That is a closed tradition. Does that mean it's a finished tradition, or like closed to certain groups? I do not call it voodoo. I just say something has special within me. I just have something special within me. They do not scare me because it has happened ever since I was a child. Okay.
Okay.
Not open. Voodoo is not open to outsiders. Right.
Okay. Yeah, I don't mess around with voodoo, stuff like that. When I was younger, I was always curious about voodoo, but...
Okay. Voodoo was closed to certain cultures. Yep.
Okay.
That's fair enough. Oh.
Called Midnight Man. No, I haven't heard of that one either.
The Midnight Man. What's that about?
Many magic traditions use dolls. Well, I didn't know that.
Heather, I think it's time we got rid of those dolls.
No, they're not voodoo dolls, you tool. I've grown to love my dollies.
Oh.
Actually, I've got one. Well, I've got one. I found it in a house. I've got one evil. It's a doll's, not a doll's head, a doll's face. Yeah. Actually,
Mercy Waters, I'd like to get you up one day and talk about voodoo if you know much about it. That would be an interesting topic to discuss, I think. I'd like to learn more about that. No, says Mark the Net Mystery Tours. The Gaming Ham wants to give you a Wikipedia link. Yeah, wow. It is. It's all very interesting. Werner, do you feel anything with the dolls? And if you do you fear anything about them?
No. The only weird thing I feel with Isabel Rose, that's one of the dolls that we have, is every time I go to the fridge late at night to get a drink, I always think that she's going to sort of put her hand out to let me know that she's there because she's right next to the fridge. But she hasn't done that yet. So, but I get that sense that she wants to do that, just to say, come on, Werner.
Feed me.
Oh, tell about the experience last night. June noticed last night.
Oh yes. We had a really weird experience last night, actually. So I've given Heather my night vision camera, and I've got this night vision light that we put onto it. Anyway, we switched the camera on last night just to test it, and Isabel Rose's eyes glowed red for a split second, and we both seen it. But then when we sort of asked Isabel Rose to do it again, she didn't want to play the game. So
that's freaky.
I don't know. Maybe it was a glow or a reflection.
We kind of debunked that it wasn't the reflection of the infrared light because we tried every which way we could to get her eyes to glow red using the infrared light. Yeah, I didn't see it, but I know Drew noticed it first, and
I sort of seen it only for a split second, and then when Drew confirmed it, I thought, I sort of seen that. So I'm not debunking it because I sort of seen it for a split second as well.
Yeah. So then we did a small, I think about a 5-minute investigation to see if it could happen again. I'll upload that to YouTube. Betty J. Gaddis says, it's amazing how this large world that we have all been brought together for a purpose. Just do not know what it is yet. Anyone have the same feeling?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just on another note, guys, I had another weird experience last night. I've got this drone which I found at my work, and I went out with Drew last night and we went to a big, massive oval, and we're flying the drone. We'll try and fly on the drone. But just as we were sort of packing up, putting the drone back in its bag, we heard this loud bang, and it sounded, I don't know where it came from, but it sounded like, I thought maybe someone had was tampering with my car, so we sort of walked back to the car, but nothing actually happened there. So we were wondering where this big bang came from. So yeah, this was like, I don't know, 1 o'clock in the morning last night. So that was another weird experience we had.
Yes. The gaming hand asks, or Gordon, as he prefers to be called, do you guys believe in spirit animal guides and protectors?
Yes.
Yes, I see spirit animals all the time.
Yes.
Cats. I saw a cat around Drew a couple of weeks ago, and then I saw a cat at my house the other day. And one of my friends, she's a really good psychic, and she sees my rabbit that passed away, and she sees it in my house. She says there's a lot of animals around me. Oh, at my old house, I used to wake up in the middle of the night and I could feel a cat on my bed purring, but I had no cat. Yeah,
Oh, wow,
yeah.
weird.
I could hear it purring, and I could feel the heaviness on my bed. I could hear it purring, but there was no cat there.
Hmm.
And at my other house, there used to be some Asian people that lived in there before me.
Hey, Bud Files.
And one night I woke up, and in the corner, there was an Asian lady floating in the corner of my room. I looked at her and she looked at me, and then she just floated through the wall.
Wow. Wow.
That's
So-
where the cat was as
Yeah,
well.
so during All Hallows Eve, do our ancestors and pets come to visit us, do you think?
Yeah.
Dee says, oh crikey, the Midnight Man game is freaky too. I think Amy's quick did it during lockdown. Googled it too. Prick finger and put blood on paper with your name, put under a candle. Martin said, yeah, they do most of the games. The gaming ham says, my is a wolf. My something is a wolf, your spirit animal I'm thinking you're referring to. Betty J Gathers says, I can feel spirits so strong all my life. My mum even said that when I was born, she had the veil over my face. They knew that I would be able to see and feel spirits throughout my life. Wow, Betty. That's amazing.
My granddaughter used to see spirits, and she came actually to the house where I saw the Asian lady and the cat. Anyway, it was just me and her in the lounge room, and she was only like 2 years old because she talked really well. And she goes, Nanny, who's that standing next to my pram? Yeah.
I think children see more than what us adults see. You know, like when I was a child, I used to see a lot. I don't see much stuff anymore, but when I was a child, I used to see a lot of things. I remember seeing a lady sitting on top of the fridge with her legs crossed on top of the fridge in the house that I grew up in. Yeah, that was pretty scary at the time. But I used to see, when I used to lie in bed at night, I used to see a shadow just on the wall, and it would just be there staring at me. It was a face, and yeah, that scared me. So I think we see more when we're children. I think children have more of are more sensitive to the supernatural than what adults are.
Yeah, my granddaughter used to always say stuff. She's
Mr.
7.
Gaming Ham said, my ex-wife torn down all my wolf posters and Dreamcatcher to put up fairies. Betty J. Gathers says, I think it is sometimes we are born with, I am not frightened. Yes, children see them all the time. They were with me all the time. I saw good stuff all the time. They are everywhere.
Mm.
I wonder sometimes why I'm never frightened. I just know that they're there.
Yeah.
I don't think there's a cause to be frightened, really.
Well, my sister passed away from cancer, and she goes to my friend. She's a psychic all the time, and she tells my psychic friend what I've been doing, but only I know what I've been doing in my house, and Nanette will tell me exactly what I've been doing, what programs I've been watching, and what I've been doing, and only stuff that I know. And she says, "Oh, your sister says blah 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 blah," and I'm like, "Oh my God, only I know that because I'm the only one at home."
Mm.
And yeah, but she knows. It's really freaky. Oh, that's how I know there's life after death, because my sister's come back and told me. Like, my sister gives me messages all the time through my friend, and it's messages that only I know. And yeah, it just freaks me out.
I actually had my mum here with me in the place I live in now. We've had we picked up a really, I don't know if it was evil, but we picked up a bad spirit about a year ago when we went to a cemetery. And it attached itself to me and Heather and came back with us. And it kept walking. We've got a big driveway, this spirit kept walking up and down the driveway. There was numerous nights where I would see a tall figure just walk past the window, and I'd say to Heather, "Oh, did you just see that, Heather? There's someone walking down the driveway." So I'd go out. I'd look outside, and there's no one walking down our driveway. And then I thought, well, maybe it's just me seeing stuff. But then Heather started seeing it. This tall figure. So I believe that my mum is protecting our house and just not letting these things come inside. Anyway, one night Heather was having a shower, and I was in the music room, and I heard our front door open up, and I thought, oh, someone's coming to the house. I thought Heather was coming into the house, but she wasn't. She was having a shower. And yeah, I don't know what that was, but whatever it was didn't actually get into the house, because Mum would have told him to go. And yeah, so that was another experience that we had here. But then a couple of weeks later, we sort of realised where we got the spirit from, and we actually went back to that cemetery. And before we went to that cemetery, as we were going, I said, "Okay, whoever's here, you need to go back to where you came from." So we actually said that before we left. I said, "Look, I'm going back there again, so come back with us." And the weird thing was that it did, because after that, we never seen it again. Allowing the sunlight to come in. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Yeah, to get rid of the spirits, allowing the sunlight to come. Okay. I mean, our house has always got sunlight coming into it. Yeah, like I said, my mum, she protects our place, and we've got no issues here.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah, I'm back. I feel better now. I had to have a tinkle. Okay.
Also,
do you want me to read that out?
yeah. Sorry, I'm just sorry, Betty. I'm a bit far away from the screen.
Yes,
I can't
we
really
had
read
an
it properly.
old farmhouse that was used as a hay shed. I used to see a little girl in it. It was 6 years old, called Jenny.
Aww.
Maine only ever saw her there. I used to make Mum and Dad come in and have a cup of tea. Betty says, "I also know when I do meet all of you, I know Werner, I am so drawn to and do not know why. It is just something about him that is special, and our spirits really merge together. Just a feeling.
Thank you, Betty.
Oh, you've got an admirer. That's so cute. We love you, Betty.
Thanks, Betty.
Okay, Fluff and Stuff wants to know what else she should bring with her when she comes down to visit us and we go ghost hunting.
All your ghost hunting tools. No, no, I've got all that.
Where's Fluff and Stuff from?
Whit Sundays.
Oh, okay.
All the
Yeah.
way from Whit Sundays.
Yeah.
Thanks, Sweetie Pie.
Yeah, Werner does rule.
You're so welcome. If I want to come.
I feel like I'm no longer the favourite.
Who said this? Who
As
said
Sweetie
this?
Pie says, Werner rules.
No.
Betty wants to come as well. 16 still watching. Actually, that's pretty good to have 16 people on for over an hour.
Yeah.
That's pretty amazing.
Yeah. So if you want to ask me more questions about abandoned stuff, yeah.
Or anything.
Or anything, yeah.
Oh, thank you, Sweetie Pie. I was fishing for a compliment. I have to beg. Werner doesn't have to beg.
That's so funny.
Betty wants you to try and do it once a week.
Oh.
I think it'll take him at least a month to get over this one.
Yeah, I must admit, guys, I was really nervous about doing a live. This is like the first live I've done, and I was thinking, oh, I don't know, should I do it? And then just like an hour before, I said to Heather, oh, no, come on, let's cancel it. I can't do it.
Oh, Scratch and Pete, hello.
Hi, Pete. How are you? Thanks for coming along.
Werner's done an amazing job for his first time, especially we sort of had a bit of an argument.
Yeah, I didn't want to do it, but
He didn't want to do it. And
Heather
I'm
taught me
like-
into it.
And I just cracked the shit and I said, well, just don't do it then. But I'm not going to. You've got 5. He had 7 people waiting 10 minutes before it was due. And I'm like, I've never had people waiting for me. Well, maybe 2 or 3, but that's about it. I don't know what the hell he's doing that I'm not. Bye, Gaming Ham.
Oh, okay. Thanks for coming, Gordon. Cheers, mate.
That explore in the country where that guy from the music industry lived with all the cars and household stuff, that was killer.
Who's
Thanks,
that?
Sweetie Pie.
That was Sweetie Pie.
Yeah, that was a good one. That was a good explore. That one, that was excellent. Yeah.
Yes, Betty says, Heather, we love you so much. We just know you know. What fights? And yes, we fight.
Oh yeah, we fight all the time. Yeah, but what couples don't fight? So
Yes, but I mean, we'll fight 1 minute and just be fine the next. What you see is what you get with us, isn't it, Werner?
definitely.
We don't. If we need to fight, we'll fight in front of you. We do what we need to do. But you know, people say, "Oh, they take it so personally," but don't. It's just us. Jeez. Never mind. It's all good.
Hey, Betty, did you want to come up? Fluff, do you want to come up?
Pete, do you want to come up? I think that'd be a hard no. Okay, ghost fighting. Mark and somebody says something about ghost fighting. Yeah, ghost fighting.
What about you, Mark and Annette? You guys want to come up as well?
Sure, I look like hell. Send the link. Okay. Okay.
Okay, I don't know how to do this, so let's.
Hang on.
Okay.
Hang on. Hello. Oh, bosoms.
Oh.
Right, give me a moment.
Actually, I'm going to go and get another drink. I'll be
This
back,
link
fine.
is for Betty. I shall copy and paste. Command V. And there you go, Betty. That's for you if you want to come up. Boobies, yes. I love my boobies.
Oh, that was my last one too.
I say good morning to them every morning just to make sure that they know that they're loved. I'm sort of keeping into the background. It's actually good to be in the background. I think that what we're doing tonight has worked really, really well. I think that what we're doing tonight is worked
Look
really,
at
really
me,
well.
no makeup. Look at me.
Hi, Betty.
What we're doing tonight is worked
Look
really,
at
really
me,
well.
no makeup. Wait.
You look perfect.
Oh, Betty, you're gonna have to turn.
Yeah,
your
I'm
voice.
doing it. I did it.
Yeah, there we go. Okay.
No makeup, no nothing. Anybody ask me up, girl, I be coming up any kind of way.
I can't do it. That's all right.
Right. With that.
Yeah, there's Werner. And you know what? For some reason, Heather been looking cute. She been looking, I mean, I don't know what's going on. She got a glow all over her in the last couple of weeks. What you been doing, Werner?
I had a haircut today.
I don't know what she been doing, but she been doing. Oh my
Who,
God.
me or Heather?
Yeah. So Megan, how do you fit in? How do you know
I
Werner?
met Werner through my friend when my daughter was about 6.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, my daughter's 26 now, but when my daughter went to St. Joseph's Hectorville, and
Yeah.
and then I had this friend called
She's my bestie.
Maria, and then she introduced me to Frank and Melissa, and then I started hanging out with Frank and Melissa, and I met Werner's mum had just passed away,
Yeah.
and he was feeling really down, and yeah, we just hit it off, didn't we?
We
We've
did,
been hanging out ever since.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did he drag me to the cemetery? I think the first couple of times. No, Jake. And then we're in the cemetery, and he's in front of me, and something touched my bum.
Oh, hang on.
Remember?
Good night, Mark and Annette. Thanks for coming.
And I looked at Werner because I thought Werner had done it.
Yeah,
I realized he's standing in front of me, and there's no way. I said, Werner, someone's just touched my bum. And it was nearly midnight, and we were going to leave tape recorders behind the headstones, and then we were going to come back.
I touched it. No, I didn't.
No,
I know you didn't. She
And
said you were in front.
he looked at me, and I looked at him, and we both started screaming, and we bolted out the cemetery. And we didn't bother doing the recordings. We were shitting ourselves. We got in the car and left. Remember that night? Yeah, that was.
Now,
fun.
where is Drew? Drew stay where you stay at Werner?
Sorry, Drew.
Drew. Where does he stay?
Drew, he's at his house.
Oh, but he stays in the same area you stay in then.
Oh, yeah. We're
Oh,
on the
He lives one
Next-
suburb away.
one suburb over, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I can't wait to meet him either. Oh my God, I can't wait. Now,
So
see,
we're next door over.
him, me, and Heather, we'll be in the streets.
Yeah.
We'll leave you home, Werner. We'll be in the streets.
Sweetie Pie says, "Oh my God, Megan only looks in her 20s."
Oh, thank you.
Because when she said a grandchild, I'm like, grand what? She's a baby.
Oh, this is just Heather. We're only like 4 months apart, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, me and Heather are the same age.
I'm like the
Yeah.
older sister.
She's the older. She's in January and I'm in April.
Oh,
So I get to tell her what to do. and I can't call her an old bag, unfortunately.
So I'm the old fart here.
but Heather tells everybody what to do, right? All right. I don't see y'all. I'm looking in your eyes. Yes, she do. She tell all y'all what to do because I'm that type. I'm that type of person. I'm that type of person too, Heather. I tell you what to do.
Oh, wow. It's good to have you here, Betty.
Oh, good to be here. I just wish I was like, and I say the only scary part is when I do go to visit my son. I said, I don't want to go visit y'all. I want to go see him.
Yes, we want to try and bring Drew to America with us.
Yeah, Drew's going to come to the US with us.
Oh, great. So y'all know about when y'all coming or?
No, we like July, end of July and August because it's our winter.
Yeah, I'm going to say next year, this time next year should be in the US.
Yeah, because we got monkeypox over here, honey. You don't want no monkeypox.
Oh, what? Sorry, monkeypox.
No, we've got it here too, I think.
It's bad here, but the kids are the carriers.
Oh, what is it? What is it?
You break out in watery blisters like chicken pox. They're just everywhere. They're watery blisters.
Do you know anyone that's had it?
Wow. I still stay away from people even with the pandemic. So I know they say kids have it a lot and they're carriers. So I don't even want to even be around my grandbaby. Bring me monkeypox. Yeah, it's ugly. You should pull it up on Google.
I actually saw it on the news, but they said it wasn't that easy to catch.
Well, they're getting more and more of it. I think it was like over 1,000 or something now.
Oh, wow.
That's so
I've never heard of it.
Yeah.
I've heard of monkeypox only because of Shine, which is one of our major health organisations. Talked about it, and I'm closely related to them. Dee wants to know when you're coming to Australia.
Oh, I want to come so soon. So I really do. I've been talking to my son, but see, then if I come to Melbourne, then I would have to fly over to y'all too. So I have to figure it out.
We'll come over to Melbourne and meet you.
Huh?
We'll come over to Melbourne and meet you.
Oh, okay. So as soon as we get whatever together and then see how it all meshes together.
We want to bring Drew to the US as well.
Yeah, bring Drew.
Off the countryside.
That'd be nice.
Like a handbag, he can carry our luggage.
Has he ever been to America, Drew? Has Drew ever been to America?
Drew's. I don't know. You have to ask Drew. He'll answer in a minute.
Okay.
Drew's he said we can drive to Melbourne. It's only 8-9 hours drive.
Yeah.
No, he hasn't.
Listen, I'd rather come in y'all direction because them 7 grandbabies. I want some peace.
Busy grumpy though.
Hey Betty, if you come over here, we can take you on abandoned missions.
Yeah, I would love that. We like too when y'all drive through the city. We love that, even though y'all can't read the.
Yeah,
I know. It's terrible because the phone's so small. If I showed you my phone,
you need a big. I know you need a big phone.
Yeah, and it's so small, and it's even smaller on Streamlabs.
Yeah.
Stupid thing. I need a great big iPod. I need a plasma screen.
Oh, you know what? I would love to do reactions. I just got to learn how to do stream. I don't really know how to share screen. I don't know how. I'm gonna start learning that. I have more time now. Since I stopped doing Wednesday's videos, so I need to learn it. I would love, but you did excellent. You should do more of those, Heather.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I've done 3 so far, and I've turned it into a playlist. So yeah, I'm going to do more. And you know what? They're so easy to do. If you do them as a genuine first time reaction, there's no editing, there's no nothing.
Yeah.
You just film it, you just put it together, and you upload it, and you can get it done in a couple of hours. Not including makeup though, and hair, and bosom.
Burn them bosoms.
Oh dear.
Yes, happy about them bosoms. I don't blame you, girl. I still try to show mine at my age.
Okay, so according to Dee, Australia has had 44 monkeypox cases. Just Googled it. Scary, like chicken pox, big, huge scars.
Oh,
yeah, it is.
Honestly, I've never heard of it.
Well, you heard of it now.
Yeah, and you know what? I'd be pretty prone to catching it because I work in a garbage depot. So
Oh. You know what I say with that though, Werner? People don't believe me. You should have like a spray bottle with bleaching water, and
yeah,
all through the day just spray like you whatever out, spray it during the day, and that helps.
yeah.
Keep stuff off you.
Mm.
You've now got 531 subscribers.
Oh, thank you.
Oh,
Isn't that wonderful? Congratulations.
So I'm getting up to Heather.
yeah.
Come on, guys, let's blow Heather out of the water. Give me another 100 subscribers tonight.
Hey, this isn't a competition.
No, but who was that? Rock.
You know, I enjoy doing this. You know, I've got to do this.
Great.
Oh, Fluff and Stuff, how are you?
That fluff and stuff is a mess. That is a mess. That fluff, she is a mess.
See, and I'm actually pleased about that because he's been,
Hey, Fluff. I can't see you though. Do I? Sorry.
Hang on. Werner's got to learn the tools of the trade.
Yeah.
I'm going to get on his computer in a minute and add some moderators and stuff.
Oh, that's the one.
That's my fluff. She's so cute.
I'm in bed.
You're in bed. You look cold. Are you cold?
Yeah.
She look. Well, what, the heater not on?
Yeah. Everything's on. I'm recovering from COVID.
Oh no!
Oh shit.
Yeah, I know.
How bad was it?
Really bad. Really, it rolled me. It rolled me. Yeah.
Oh.
And I'm still tired, so I'm okay through the day. Like, I lose my voice all the time.
Yeah.
And I'm okay through the day. But come nighttime, I'm like an old person. My body starts to ache. I start to get really tired. And I can't think. And the fuzziness in the brain, oh my goodness, it is real. It is real. Brain fuzz. And a lot of people are reporting it with this new variant that's getting around. It like fries your brain. It fries your brain. Like, I have no taste.
Yeah. Oh, you got
smell.
That. Oh God, no.
I can smell Dan's farts, so my smell is good. So yeah, but when it comes to food, it's just it's terrible.
Oh, really? So you lost your appetite as well?
No.
Oh,
Still eat.
Taste the food. That's
Just can't taste it. Everything tastes like shit. Real bland. You know when you get sick and everything tastes like being sick. You know, like your taste buds are coated or something.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. It's hard to explain, but yeah, that's how it is. But no, I'm just an old woman. Tonight I buckled over as soon as the cold wind came through. My joints, my knees started to ache, and my body just started feeling really tired. And I was like, I'm putting an electric blanket on and I'm jumping in bed. I've got jammies on and everything. I'm ready for bed.
So how long have you had it, Fluff?
Well, I'm negative. I've only just blown negative or fat negative. So I'm negative. I don't have it in my system anymore, but I was up to probably 11 days.
Jesus. 11 days.
But like the first 3 are the worst. I couldn't get out of bed, and on the 3rd day, Dan said, because he hadn't caught it. Well, he was.
Well, some people won't.
Well, he hadn't tested positive. I was 3 days into it, and he was still testing negative. He was. And on the 3rd day, he said to me, if I'm still sick, he's taking me to the hospital. And I nod my head, yeah. And it was so strange because it wasn't like, I didn't get like a sore throat. I didn't get sneezes or a cold or flu-like symptoms. I just got body aches and chills and a temperature. I had a massive roaring temperature and the headaches. I've had a headache every day since catching it. So, yeah. But I'm great. I'm alive.
You made
Great.
So you got through it. Wow.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, me and
good.
Heather haven't had it yet.
I haven't had it either.
That was my first time. Have you had it?
I never had it, thank goodness.
Oh, so I'm the only one out of all of us that's had it.
Where did you get it from? Do you know where you got it from?
I would have got it from work, from the kids
Yeah.
at school.
Oh yeah, those germ buckets.
Yeah. And you know when it's in your body, it's funny because you know when it's in your body. I myself, I just went downhill so fast, and yeah, so you sort of know when you sort of catch it around about, that's strange to say, but you know your own body, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, but no, yeah, it was pretty freaky. And last week Australia was not celebrated, but had their highest death COVID rate. Did you hear that?
No.
And Australia is up there with the death rates per capita. So we've got 25 million people, right? And 15,000 have died.
Oh,
Others
wow.
have died from it. So that's per capita, because we're a small country compared to the US.
Yeah.
We're up there with COVID deaths. We are up there, guys. We are.
Oh, wow. That's pretty scary.
It is. It is.
Yeah.
So I don't know whether you believe in it or not, but if you do believe in it, go get your jabs, go get your
I've had
boosters.
3 jabs because I work with the elderly, so I've had 3. But I was talking about today. I was thinking about going and getting my 4th. My last one I had was in January, so I'm thinking, I think I might go get my 4th. Yeah.
Well,
What are you talking about? I'm not taking no monkeypox vaccine. They'll be taking it. I don't care. I'm not. You can't keep putting that stuff in my body. I'm not doing it.
yeah,
I'm
fair enough.
sorry.
Yeah.
I took the whatever for the. I'm not taking it. How I know what's in the monkeypox vaccine? I don't even know what's in the COVID. They don't even know.
Have you had your COVID shots?
Yeah, I had the shot. I had the booster, but I am not taking no monkeypox.
No,
Yeah.
I'm done.
I don't know if I will. Don't worry about monkeypox. We're worried about foot and mouth over here in Australia.
Oh,
Werner, are you
yeah.
following the news?
The what?
Yeah.
The foot and mouth.
Yeah.
I've heard of it before. No, I don't really follow the news.
It's going to wipe out our agricultural industry if we don't do something very, very soon. They're telling people now, if you go over to Bali, leave your shoes in Bali.
Yeah. They're the same
Come home barefooted, so
Yeah.
they do not bring that terrible disease to our economy. It will wipe Australia out, guys.
They need to bring those foot baths in too, the antiseptic ones.
Good night, Sheree. Thanks for
Yeah,
coming.
they need to bring those foot baths in, and everyone's up in arms because I reckon the government's not doing anything about it.
Well, the poor farmers, I feel so sorry for the farmers.
Well, now they're like banning people from the zoo to go into the zoos. They said if you've got cattle and stuff like that, you're not allowed to go in the zoo. And
They're doing it up here, Megan. They're doing it up here. They're big.
I've just come back from Queensland, actually. I've been up at the Gold Coast. Yeah, I actually went to Australia Zoo. But yeah, they're talking about banning people that own cattle farms to the zoo and somebody else to the zoo. But yeah, they're going to start locking zoos down or something.
No, honestly, It's not a laughing matter. It's quite
No, but I'm telling
it's quite
you,
serious.
I'm
Yeah.
not gloom and doom, but I always say the earth is tired, the world is tired, and this is sick. We pump so much crap into our atmosphere. Expect the worst. Look at the weather; it's crazy.
Well, over in the UK, it was 37 degrees. That's like unheard of. It's free. We're freezing our ass up here. I just come back from the Gold Coast. It's supposed to be warm over there. It was freezing. I was like, what's going on?
And where poor Nikki official, I don't forgot where she's so thin anyway. She just be like,
She's from Sydney town. Nikki,
like
Nikki
this
Beats from
big.
Sydney.
She's so cute and she's so kind. She'd be like,
She's from Sydney. But I'll tell you what, we're up here in North Queensland where we are, and I jumped on the phone just to see the weather temperature. The Whitsundays, it was 4 degrees, and Sydney was 15 degrees. So go figure.
That could be the other way around.
I know.
What's going on?
And
Don't
those snow caps are starting to melt now. I'm telling y'all, you think COVID or whatever, they're going to come up with something else. They're going to and only know what they're putting in the universe. Because, like, I don't know, but mosquitoes over here have got like really big. And I say them things came out the lab. I don't care what nobody say. And when they bite, they itch. They're not like old-timey mosquitoes. They're bigger and there's mosquitoes on steroids.
We had mosquitoes that were killing people at the end of our summer. 3 people died from
I
mosquitoes.
can't even stay outside anymore.
From dengue.
Yeah.
From dengue.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Gloria, we've got midges up here, and guess what they do? They piss on you. They don't bite you.
They make you itch.
They piss their urine on you and burn your skin.
Yeah, my mum has midges.
Oh.
When I go to her house, she lives at Gladstone, just outside of Port Pirie, and there's midges, and no joke, I was covered in like bites.
Hey, Warmstrong. Yeah, I even got Warmstrong.
Megan, they don't bite. They don't bite. They wee on you.
And you come up with scabs. Oh, it's horrible.
Morning, Warmstrong.
I know. You missed the fun, Warmstrong. The fun. We've been having fun. I'm supposed to be somewhere. I would be like, I'll see your premiere later. I'm not going nowhere. Even when Heather did the thing, the 500 for Werner, it was so much fun with the singing. It was like we were at a show. I'm like, Heather, we should. She is hilarious.
Well, let's hope we can do it for 600 for me.
Listen. And then you're going to have to go live.
Yeah, I'll do it. I'll go live again.
Yay. So we'll be there for you at 600. I tell you. You know what? When I was in Australia, I went to, what is that, Gloria, the coffee place like Starbucks?
Gloria James.
I lived in that place when I was over there. I lived in there. Oh my God.
They have that in the US as well, don't they? Gloria.
Yeah, but it's not where I stay. It's like across the bridge, maybe like 30, 45.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, away. So
do you think it's better than Starbucks?
Yeah.
I love Gloria Jeans.
Yeah, but I'm gonna tell you now, Australian food. Now this gonna sound crazy to you. The best Australian, and my son took me did not want to go to that expensive restaurant. I forgot the name of it, but anyway, the best Australian food for my American taste buds was at the hospital.
Oh,
yes, it was. Wherever they took me, wherever my son's wife had her baby, that was the. Y'all can say whatever y'all want to say. And what's the name of the chicken place? What y'all go to?
Red Rooster.
No, not Red Rooster. The
KFC.
No,
Werners going to be in Sydney in September.
trying to think of the chicken.
What
place
is
that I
it?
wanna talk
The
about.
chicken place.
It's rotisserie, like rotisserie chicken.
Oh, a hot chook from Coles.
No.
Oh, you went to a
Woolworths.
fish and chip shop.
No, oh, I love fish and chips now. I like the fish and chips over there. I love it.
What is she
You know
talking
what?
about?
When, you know what?
It's a
We've
oh
We've-
God.
we've got Red Rooster, we've got KFC. What
We
else
used
have
to
we
have
got?
chicken treat. Remember chicken
Chicken
treat?
chef, yeah,
Yeah.
they're good.
It's not fried chicken, it's more like rotisserie or baked chicken.
Yeah, it's rotisserie chicken we get here mainly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I
I
can't think of
reckon.
I'll
From the
think of it
supermarket.
later, but my son kept, and I know the UK people talk about it a lot too, and they love it. And he was like, "Mom, I want to take. Oh, what the hell? I did chicken." I didn't say it then. I was cordial.
Wormstrong Adventures are going to be in Sydney in September.
Oh,
Yeah. I
He's
know.
gonna be on the ship for
Oh.
28 days.
Heather, Wormstrong Adventures asked me where he could go out for dinner in Sydney. I just laughed my guts up. I'm like, Sydney's
Oh.
like,
So just tell him fly till the Sundays and I'll have you over myself.
He should, because he's gonna be on the ship for 28 days.
I don't know what's good to eat in Sydney. Sydney's 3 days away from me.
And
I've never been to Sydney.
People think Australia is like a piss in the pond. It is huge. They
D,
think
I'm
that-
still thinking, not
They
chocolate.
think we're little. We're little.
little.
It takes 7 days to drive from one end of Australia over to the other.
Yeah.
I heard that Americans, half of them don't even know that we exist. That's what I've heard. That lots of Americans
They
they
may.
don't know that Australia
Actually,
exists.
they keep referring to us as Austrian.
I'll tell you a funny story. When we were over in the US, I met these people in Utah. They were lovely, and I was telling them about the kangaroos because they wanted to know about all the deadly animals that we have in Australia, and I was telling them that most of the animals will eat you or kill you. But
if we
what-
don't eat
what-
them first.
yeah. But what made me laugh was she was talking about the kangaroos. Like you walk out of if you're in the suburbs, you walk out and there's kangaroos everywhere. I said, no, they live in the country. They don't. Sometimes we have kangaroos in the suburbs, but they're not.
I know, Werner.
Yeah.
Let me tell you a funny story. So
Yeah.
we all know that YouTube's my thing. It's not Dan's thing. It's my thing, you know. But Dan just comes along for the ride, you know. So anyway, I was telling him about all my mad American friends think that kangaroos jump up and down the main street. We were
Yeah,
laughing
they
about it.
do.
I said, I bet you they think we just jump on the back of a fucking kangaroo and take off up the shops and go shopping. We turn the corner, lo and behold, in the middle of our city, there's a fucking kangaroo jumping up the road. No word of lie. And we were both so dumbfounded, we didn't even think to get the camera out and start filming it. So we did a lappy, and I said, I've got to film this. I've got to film it. Well, the kangaroo had caused so much commotion that people ran up the arse of each other on the road, looking, having a dory, sticky beacon at the kangaroo, and the kangaroo pissed off by then. So we missed it. But oh gee, that was just so funny. And I thought, fuck me, I didn't even have my camera ready. I could have been filming that. I said, Dan, you could have got out there and wrestled that kangaroo. That would have been real good.
My sister had them in her backyard, but she lives at Okapringa. She's passed away now, but she used to live at Okapringa Hills. She used to she had koalas, kangaroos.
Yeah. Well, I grew up New South Wales, out west. You know, they're a pest where we're from. You know, like they're a pest.
my stepsister, she lives in the country, and she used to go out every morning only to find the kangaroos that eaten her lilies. And
Yeah. Yeah, and bash up the
They are.
farmers' dogs, but eat the farmer,
Yeah.
bash the farmers' working dogs up and eat their crops and smash into their tractors and yeah.
And you know what, Betty? Like sometimes kangaroos can be real pests. What they'll do is they're too lazy to jump the fences. So what they do is they balance themselves on their tails and they kick the fences down. Instead of jumping over the fence, they kick it down. Yeah, just to get into the next field to eat. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, they're buggers. Yeah. I love kangaroos. I do. I love them, but they can be very destructive, eh?
Yeah.
Yes, can be.
And koalas make a hell of a bloody noise. Like you'd be up in the hills and you
They sound like a wild boar.
And emus eat the farmers' crops, their wheat and everything.
Yeah.
So
They're just as bad. Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm going on 10 months now. Oh, Werner, you've been talking about that 500 something. How them watch hours doing?
My watch hours aren't that crash out.
nor am
Hopefully
I.
tonight we'll bring our watch hours up.
Yeah. Got to work on them watch hours. I'm more worried about the watch. Well, I'm not worried, but I work on those more and worried about the other part because I know they're going to come.
Oh, plus gone.
Well, the watch hours you got to work on.
No, she just put her mic. She just turned her cam off.
Oh.
Oh, I forgot she was gone.
No, she's still there. She's just turned her camera off.
Oh, okay. I'm like, I just realized we weren't hearing your voice. But yeah, Werner's doing excellent.
Yeah, he's done an amazing job tonight.
Yeah, for the
Thank
round
you.
of applause.
Thanks, everyone.
Yeah, it's been fun. It has been so much fun. Yeah, but yeah, that first time is always a little rough. The first time getting.
Oh, hang on. Oh no.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Where's she gone?
I think now when I do I do my second live, I'm going to be I won't be as nervous as I was tonight.
Yeah.
Oh, we argued, didn't we?
Oh yeah,
We had words.
I had a big argument with Heather. I said, "No, I'm not doing it. Bugger it. Let's cancel it." Yeah.
I wish they would have. Listen, I wish they would have
You'll be right. I'll be there helping you. Go. No, I don't want you. I want Megan next to me.
You should have taped that. That would have been a good short.
actually, it probably turned out better that Megan was there. Actually.
Uh-huh.
I've got pressure.
Thanks, Dee. Thanks, sweetie pie.
Oh.
Appreciate it.
Oh, he'll watch your plate. Warmstrong. Oh God, he's like heaven sent. Oh my goodness. I'm so glad I reached out to him. Oh my goodness. And also Fastball collects. He's like laid back, but once you get to know him, I just chose to get to know him, and he's real good too.
Yes.
Yeah, I choose well. I can say that. I choose.
You got gorgeous skin, Betty. I love your skin.
Girl, I work on my skin, honey.
Yeah.
Like you are now, start working on your skin. It don't take it.
Yeah, no, I work on my skin.
Yeah, it don't take expensive stuff either.
No, I'm a beauty therapist and I use cheaper stuff because
just keep it clean, real clean.
Yeah.
Yep, and special since I've been on YouTube too, I've been taking special care.
Yeah, you have gorgeous skin.
So when I do put on makeup, then it's it really
looks really hydrated.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. It is. It's basic,
Yeah.
I just make sure it's clean, and I even tell people soap and water and moisturize. I use cleansers, but
Yeah.
sometimes I do use a soap just to get it like super clean, because sometimes cleansers don't get it as clean.
If you cleanse twice. Always cleanse twice, sometimes
Yeah.
3 times. Yeah.
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 But they say that,
Do you exfoliate as well?
oh yeah, they say
Yeah,
as you get older, because everything slows down. So
Yeah,
we
because
need to exfoliate a little bit more than younger people should.
you get a build up of skin on you.
Yeah,
And
you too, Werner. Trying to get it exfoliated.
Yeah.
I try to get my husband. He does it pretty good though. So we got to
Yeah.
get Werner going. Yeah.
You know, when I was in my teens, I used to have acne, so much acne all over my
I
face,
had acne bad too.
and I used to be so embarrassed just to go out because it was so bad. But now, yeah,
You know
and
why?
I always thought that, you know, like when I get older, it's going to scar my face, but it didn't. Thank
Wow,
God.
lucky.
We
Yeah.
have it, Megan. We have a copy of this later at night.
Yeah, I reckon.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I reckon.
I'll give you a big cup
Oh, thank you.
because I've noticed all my.
Thank you too.
Acne is because too much oil production, and when you get
Yeah.
older, the oil production gets less and less.
Because when you get my age, it's so dry.
Yeah, mine's dry. My skin's
Oh,
dry.
honey, it ain't dry yet. You think
I've always had dry skin.
it's gonna be super dry.
Yeah, I always moisturize my arms as well because my mom's got really bad
I'm
wrinkles.
telling you, moisturize.
And I'm scared that I'm gonna take after her.
You know what? Just moisturize. Oh, I do.
I moisturize every
Twice
day.
a day. I do it morning
Oh.
evening when I take my shower, and mornings when I take my shower. The other half.
Yeah.
And really, my morning shower isn't about cleaning. It just makes me feel so good. Oh goodness! Without my morning showers, I couldn't wake up.
I have night showers because my mornings are too hectic.
Yeah, see, and I don't have, my kids are grown. That's why I used to didn't, but now my kids are grown and gone, so I have the time to do all that other stuff.
So how old are your kids, Betty?
Oh, girl, my oldest is 44.
Really?
Oh, wow.
Wow.
My youngest is 40. And really, I had my oldest when I was like 21, 22. And I had my 40-year-old when I was 27.
So you got 2 boys or a
2
girl?
boys, no girls. And
no
get
girls?
this, I have 10 grandsons out of 2 children now. 10.
Wow.
And my son in Australia has 7.
7 boys.
He finally got a girl. The last one. Because boys run heavy on my my father's side. And then my son over here, he ended up having Sophie about 9. So she was my own granddaughter for 9 years. So now I have a second grandchild. So I didn't tell. They told me, well, why didn't you tell Sophie you have another granddaughter? I said, because I want her to feel like she's the queen until she's 18. Then I'll tell her. So yeah, boys run real heavy on even my grandma. That's all she had, and I was like the only granddaughter that I know of.
Oh, really? Oh, wow.
That I know of. You never know.
See, it's opposite in my family. Girls run. Yeah, girls.
That's how it was on my mom's side.
Yeah.
Girls ran heavy. She had all girls, and she had my brother, one boy.
Yeah.
So
I've just had a grandson. That's my first boy. I was like, what do I do with a boy?
Your toilet training.
Yeah.
I had girls, and then I had my granddaughter, and then
I'm glad I had my boys though, because boys are one way or the other. They are the mean or nice. Girls, they go in between. Oh, she don't like me. Yeah. You know. And then we become teens, and then our moms are our worst enemies. Like,
my daughter, she was horrid.
And then when we have our babies, then what do we do? Mama, you turn back to your mom.
My daughter's like that now.
I
But
know.
when they're teenagers, it's got nothing to do with
Write
you.
this down. I have not been to Drew's. Oh. I gotta write this in my book because
Have you got a cat?
Huh?
Have you got a cat? I thought I had a cat.
No, that was my sound, child. I make all those awful sounds. No, I have an old dog. Where is he at? An old dog.
I've been on for 2 hours now. Is that
I
good?
know.
2 hours and 9 or 8 watches.
What time is there?
11:15 at night.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
2
It's
hours.
9:45 a.m. here.
Hang on, is that 11:15? I can't. It is 11:15. Is that?
Yeah.
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 Okay, Drew, I'm gonna go to yours today because I'll be done.
Oh, that's awesome. That coffee.
Yeah, me and Drew are gonna go exploring tomorrow.
Oh,
We've got a couple of
you
couple
get to
of
have fun. But I've been
country.
saying about the Indian Mound. I'm gonna make sure I go down there. I can walk to where the Indians graveyard and they make these big old mounds, and we have that, which is so neat. I gotta film that. I keep saying I've been saying that for 6 months. Betty typed something in the chat.
Someone's kidnapped my computer. No, it's Heather.
You said Betty typed something. Werner, you said type something. Heather,
Hey,
Heather must have said type something in the chat.
Betty, something in the chat.
Oh, Heather yelled out something. Tell Betty something.
Type something in the chat. Okay, I got to find that child.
Yeah.
Oh Lord, how he got up there? That's why.
Yeah, Drew, come up. Drew, come up.
Come on up, Drew. Okay,
Come on up,
I
Drew.
got to find it.
Yeah.
I got to find it, Heather. Hold on, girl. You know I'm a little slow.
Join on video. Yeah, cool.
I'm coming. I'm slow.
Fluffer's back.
Okay, I typed it in there. Oh, he need the link drop, Heather.
Druzy. Come on, Druzy. Come on.
Did Heather hear him? He need the Drew drop. I don't know what they need, but anyway.
I'm getting hungry. I reckon we should go to Hungry Jack's.
Get up there, Druzy.
Get a Whopper.
Fluff, make sure you drink lots of water.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've run out of Pepsi. Can't drink anymore. So I'm on the water now.
That's so funny.
Yeah, I never forget when I came over there and I bought like bottles of Coke. I'm like, huh? I forgot what the price was, but it was like nothing like what I paid here. It was so high.
Woohoo, we are blue. Thank you. I guess we are.
Better you not. Oh, okay. I got you. Okay,
Yeah.
got you. I have to protect Werner now. I supposed to be on what's his name? Patrick. I'm a moderator. And I fall asleep all the time. I'm so glad he got other moderators.
I'll be back, Betty. I'm just going to go for a toilet break.
Okay.
All right.
But yeah.
That's so funny. That's hilarious.
Yeah, I hope somebody protected him because I'm sure not. I do that. I told him, I said, now I fall asleep when it's late, y'all. And I be looking and then I wake up, I'm like, oh, they gone. They are gone.
Does he have other moderators?
Yeah, thank God. I told him, make sure you have some moderators because I'll be done dropped off to sleep.
So what's his channel about?
It's about horror movies.
Oh, that's so cool.
I know, and I didn't know that's what he is so special to me. I
Aw.
tell you, he is so.
What's his favorite horror movie?
I trying to think, but they talk
Freddy
about
Krueger.
all of them, though. They talk about. I don't like newer horror movies. I like old
Yeah.
ones.
Like Freddy Krueger.
Yeah, I don't like those. I don't.
No.
No, I'm talking about old.
The Children of the Corn.
They
Can I get
scared
here
me.
for a minute?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Sorry, I
That's
just
all right.
want to slip in and do something for Werner. So you keep talking. I'm just in the background.
Okay.
Like the Children of the Corn.
I seen that. I can't remember, but I've seen
Oh,
that.
I like another one. Wow, what was it called?
I'll be out of your way in a minute, Werner.
No, it's all good.
Yeah, I love horror movies. I like the old ones though. I don't like the.
Oh, there was one.
I don't like the
Scarecrow.
Shining.
I need to eat
What's it
something.
called? He pretended to be a scarecrow, and then
I know
he
what
came
you're
out
talking
on
about.
a special day of every 3 years.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I can't think.
Yeah, I do.
What's it called?
Oh, it was called.
I forgot what it was called.
I do know it. And I ate
Jeepers
people.
Creepers.
Jeepers Creepers.
Yeah,
that's it.
Jeepers Creepers.
Yeah. I've seen a lot of them, but like the new ones, I don't. Oh, there goes Drew.
How are you?
Who in
Can you
that
hear me all right?
bed? Yeah, who in that
Yeah.
bed? Who in the bed over there?
I'm in the bed.
Who in
I got my oh hang on, I'm trying to work out which direction's which here. Just chillin' shirt on.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah. And then the pants are XOXO. It's cold here. Oh, how are you all? How's everyone doing?
I am
Good.
doing great.
Yeah, good. That's the spirit. Yeah.
Great.
Hey, Drew.
Hey Werner, how you doing? Hey Heather.
I'm just having a
Hey
bite.
Megan.
Hi, Drew. How are
Hey.
you?
Good. I'm not getting any audio interference, am I? Because I've got my TV on in the background, so I just
You're doing all right, actually.
that's good. So I've got everyone up. See,
Oh, wow.
yeah. So we're all on foot. We're all on my big screen TV.
Oh,
There we go.
Yes.
So I'm going to
Johnny.
get my phone cord. Hold on, I'll be
Yeah.
So
Oh.
what did you get up to today, Drew?
Well, I caught up with my friend Damon for a little while, and yeah, it was good. And we went shopping. I got shoes today, so I'll see if I can. Oh, I don't know how this works, but I'll see if I can show you all the shoes that I got. Here we go. So that's the shoes there. I have giant feet. Size 12 US.
Oh, my son,
Yeah.
my oldest son is size 13. My husband is
Yeah.
a 12.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, he's over 6 feet. My oldest son.
Yep, that's right. Yeah, there's the shoes I got. Yeah.
Yeah,
You know what they say
they
about-
are nice. I like
know
what
those.
they say about feet,
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank
You like
you.
to spend some
That's
money
true.
too.
Yeah.
They're nice though. They're nice.
Yeah. Yeah, no, they turned out nice. So yeah, they cost me $170 though. So
Yeah.
yeah.
It's worth it. We'll use them for a while. So I always
Yeah.
say, yeah.
That's right. Absolutely. Yeah. So they're
That'll make you feel better.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
They're nice, though. They're nice.
Thank you.
You've got
Yeah.
bigger feet than I've got. I'm only a 10.
Yeah, right. Yeah, most
My
you know-
baby son is a 10, Werner.
yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. He's like he's got the smaller feet. Yeah. My friend that I went out with today, he's only got size 6 feet. He's so tiny.
Oh, wow.
he's only 5 foot.
That's
6.
why I
Yeah.
was only 5 foot. He had to be 5
Yeah.
foot. I'm like,
But I'm like, oh, hang on, here we go. I'll see if I can do this. I don't know if I can do this, but there's my door, like the roof of my door, and that's not far off the door. So I'm like
Wow.
bigger than my bed, all that jazz. So
yeah, about being tall.
that's right.
Yeah.
got a
So,
cool
do you
room.
have brothers and sisters, or
I do. I've got a little sister. She's 2 years younger than me. So I'm 37. She's 35.
Oh, you
She's
look
got,
young too.
yeah, thank you, darling. Thank you.
Yeah, you must
Thanks,
be a
Betty.
reincarnation or something.
I don't know. Yeah.
Because she looks so young too.
Yeah,
Maybe we
yeah.
all are.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, we're all young at heart. You see, that's the thing. Like, but
I
yeah, my
know.
sister, she's got 3 little kids, or not little, but they're 10,
Yeah. Okay.
nearly 9, and nearly 8. I think my little
Okay.
niece. Yeah, she just
Yeah.
had her birthday. Actually, she is 8 now. Sorry, she's just had her birthday last month.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my
So
granddaughter last month.
yeah. Oh, same
Oh, yeah, she
same month.
just turned 8, June 28th.
Oh, really? There you go.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
Oh, cute.
She's
Oh,
my mini me. She's a girly girl. She loves
yep,
everything. But that scares me as she gets older though. Because
yes, yep, that's true. Yeah, yeah,
I
you
was
gotta wonder.
I was a little living on the edge dresser when I was young, and she's gonna be
Yep,
that way.
yep, that's
I'm
it.
sure
Yeah.
I worried my mama for sure.
I think we all did, didn't we?
But you know what? The sad part is, I tell people don't. You know how we always talk about how people dress and stuff. But
Yep,
I always love short dresses. You know, the sexy
yeah,
stuff. Parents
yep,
would tell their kids not to be around me, but they should have told my mama should have told me not to be around them because
yeah,
they were doing the do. I wasn't doing nothing. I was
yeah,
just
that's right.
I was
Yeah,
flirting everything. I just like to dress like that. You
that's
know,
right. Yeah, yeah.
I ain't give up no goodies.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, yeah, exactly. It's kind of like you were playing the part, but you weren't really pulling those strings, right, Betty?
I'm gonna tell you. I say after I got married, and I'm like, shoot, I should have gave up my goodies. I'm like, if it was like this, I should have had me some fun.
That's right. Yeah, exactly.
I knew what I knew then.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Hey, that's like my clubbing days. I used to like walk around with like little hot pants on, and
Yeah.
I was just like, hey, no problem. But people probably thought, geez, like, he's taking a risk.
You're not even who they think you are. And I said,
Yeah,
because you don't get to know them.
yeah,
And
yeah.
I just looked that part because that's
Yes.
what
Yeah.
I liked.
Yeah.
So
I probably was a bit naughty in my 20s.
Oh, we all were, weren't we?
I'm just
That's,
I'm saying in your 20s you are, but as you
yeah,
teens,
true.
you
Yeah.
find yourself and
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, yeah. That's
then
very
people
true.
they kind of tear you down a little bit, and I think that's
Yeah.
kind of lose yourself a little bit.
You
And
you
then
do, don't you?
people pleaser. Then
Yep.
you know what you want, but then people
Yep.
just tear you down on, and they try
Yeah.
to change you.
You're
So
quite right. Yeah, and it's kind of like, I don't know if you have this in America, Betty, but Werner and Heather and Megan will probably agree as well. But in Australia, and I can't see the comments on YouTube at the moment. Sorry, guys, because my phone's just little compact-y thing. But I think in Australia we have what's called the tall poppy syndrome. Have you heard of that? Where someone gets famous or someone does something that's out there, and everyone says, I don't like that now. Like, that person's too good. They
yeah.
need to be brought down a peg. And that's kind of what happens at least in the queer world in Adelaide here, is like if you get too well known, too popular, you're gonna get ripped apart by someone. And that happened to me a few times.
But you know what? Even on YouTube,
Yep.
when you're small, nobody bothers you.
Yep. Yeah.
They see that little sunlight. That was my last video. As soon as they see a little sunlight, they
Yeah.
come play it in.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, that's very true. And I think too, a lot of the time, like you look at some of the YouTubes up there that people must spend hours, dedicating their lives to it. They've done so much research and whatever for their topics and things. And yet there's people on there that comment and say, oh, that happened in, June, not in May of 1922. And you think, really? Like, does it matter? That person got the 1 month wrong, but yeah.
Okay, Drew, we're talkers. Werner's not, so we got to listen to Werner now.
Yeah, yeah, that's it. Yeah.
I don't
Sorry,
wanna
Werner, I'm
I don't
hijacking
want to
this.
lose him.
No, no,
Oh, we got him. No.
it's all
That's
good.
right.
I don't know what to say. I don't know what to talk about.
Oh,
Yeah.
I know. I can ask you. When you were in high school, were you quiet,
Yeah.
laid
Yeah.
back?
Yeah.
I was I think I was a troubled child when I was at school.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
was in trouble with the teachers.
Yeah.
I used to beat up all the other kids.
Oh, I cannot see you as a bully, Werner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where that come
Oh,
from?
yeah.
You just don't have it in you.
I know. Well, I don't now, but when I was a kid, I used to beat all the other
Yeah,
kids
we
up.
know. But was it from
And-
home life, you think?
Yeah, and my parents used to get called in all the time to like,
But where did it come from, you think? I'm the psychologist now. Where do you think it came from? Did it come from your home life, you think?
I have no idea. I just I think because I used to get bullied at school and I didn't stand for it, and I used to stick up for myself.
Oh, okay.
And my brother was the same. We
Yeah. Okay.
whoever
with that.
picked on us would beat them up.
Okay. Now, see, I would run my mouth, but I ain't like to fight.
Yeah.
I want to fight. I ain't
Yeah.
never fought.
Yeah. I can't imagine you being like that, Werner, at all. Like you are like such a
You can
Definitely
see
not
I
like that now. I'm a scaredy cat now.
yeah.
am scared now.
Yeah, that's it. Although Werner, you were braver than me to go into that hostel that night, that ground floor thing. Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah,
that was scary, Betty. Like that was like literally like, you know, when you see like I don't know how else to describe it, but like, you know, in Baltimore, Baltimore, Maryland, and they have like I've seen some videos where like they have the really old abandoned buildings. That was kind of what this basement was like, and it was like, wow. I don't know how. Like it was like I said to Werner, I'm like, like good luck going down there, Werner. I'm like, see ya. I was like, poor Werner. He was just shuffling down. I'm thinking if he doesn't come up in 5 minutes, I'm calling Heather and raising the alarm. It was like wow. But and then I think like the ones with the termites have been pretty scary. Like last night, like Megan said, yeah.
Pocket Watch. We have to go back there and do it.
Yes, I think so. Yeah, I reckon it would be worthwhile. And then, like you were saying, Werner, with Ivy Rose, your doll, how her eyes went like blood red, Betty. I've never seen that in my life. A doll's eyes going blood red. It was weird.
I can.
Yep. Yeah. I've just like
blood red.
Yeah, like really like as if there was like the color of my lips right now was in her eyes, both her eyes. Yeah. It was trippy. Like
where the hell did they get that doll from?
Don't know.
We bought her from a antique shop.
And
which was out in the country, and we asked the lady who owned the antique store where she bought the doll from.
Yeah.
They were very, I don't know, they were very reluctant to tell us, but they did.
Where did they get it from?
Yeah, well, they got it from Adelaide, but they didn't really tell us much. And then when we were at the antique store, we pulled the necrophonic out, and we said to the necrophonic, we said, "Hey, doll, do you want to come home with us?" And straight away it said no. So, so we took her home anyway. I thought, well, look, you're going to have a better home.
Did you hear her say no?
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Did Heather hear
say no?
Yeah, Heather, didn't she say no? Yeah.
Well, why y'all took it home?
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
What? Heather, why?
I'd be so scared of her.
You to take her. I was trying to warn you. That's why the red eyes came up.
Yeah, it was.
Listen, I'm supposed to be on somebody premiere. I'm pretending like I'm on their premiere.
The doll was like standing there, and I was attracted to it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
my bosoms.
But it
And,
told you no.
yes, and I got the necrophonic out and I investigated the doll and I asked her if she wanted to come home, and 3 times she said no. And I'm like, well, you don't know what you want.
Yeah.
She would have stayed there.
Oh.
She would have stayed there.
But I said,
Sorry,
you
Mike.
might come home.
My
And
camera
I
just.
brought her home, and she's been quite content actually. She's who's private chatting
Oh.
us? Oh, have you
Oh,
got private- Oh, that was you, Drew.
yeah. Pat Mars just asking me. Yeah, Pat Mars just asking me, am I live? And I'm like, Pat Mar, I can't multitask on this phone. He's like, oh.
I've been lying on it at all. Oh no, it's
Yeah,
not.
yeah.
Hey,
Oh, I love your makeup, Heather.
Stuart.
Thank
I know
you.
she been looking cute, Drew. I told you the last week or two. She been looking cute.
Yeah,
Well,
absolutely. On point.
Booties. Look, I'm trying to show mine.
Well, I couldn't. I've seen how cute
I
you
ain't got
are on
no-
live streams. I'm like,
That's
goodness,
it.
that's me. I've got to keep up with Betty J.
Drew,
Savage.
she goes and bends all over.
Yeah.
It's a competition.
I have the world's worst. Like,
Listen, y'all know I'm supposed to be working, right?
yeah,
That's not my workflow this morning.
yeah.
That's why a lot of times I don't come on because I know when I get up with Heather, then I'm gonna be on here a long time, and I need to be doing some other stuff. Here I'm,
Yeah.
I'm pretending like I'm on this premiere, and I ain't even
Yeah.
listening. Got
Yeah,
my
that's it. Yeah. That's right. You've got like your Zoom in the background, and like your hubby's just like pretending that it's you doing the work. That's it. Oh.
But I have learned on YouTube that when you find good friends, hold on to them because it's some bad apples out there.
Yep, that's right. You got it.
It's some bad people out there.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I've had so many that have been kind to my face, but then stab it in the back. And we've all had that. I'm sure. Yeah, bad.
Like even if it's between me and you, say if it was between me and Werner, nobody else would know. They wouldn't because I don't talk about you. I don't do.
Nope.
But then when that person go and do something to drag somebody else in, then you have to address it.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's it. Yep.
If you would have just left it alone, nobody would have known.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't tell the reason why. I just say there is a problem,
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
But honestly, I only had one that apologized. She did one apologize, which hers wasn't. You know what? Some people aren't intentional, and we all make it, so we apologize.
I call everyone a bit of their face anyway. So what I say.
But the second one
I think Pat Mars joined us.
The second one is the one you cut off. That's intentional.
Yes.
And you know they're intentional.
Yep.
And
that's right.
Do you just chop them off? That's what I learned now, to just chop them off and just let it go.
Yeah.
It's
absolutely.
Hard. That was hard for me. That the first time I did it about
oh my god, it was great. Thank you.
Yeah. No, exactly. I hear you. And like sometimes too, I think like what's the word? Like the dynamic and keeping up with everything. It's just like it's like wow. Like and people sometimes get it wrong. They just don't realize that they've said something or meant something or wrote something or didn't write something. It's hard.
Because everybody's perception is different. So
Werner.
Absolutely. Everybody like Werner.
Yeah, exactly. I can't believe he was the school bully.
Listen, that's because you ain't.
Oh yeah, I was a school bully. Yeah.
I was like the geek at school. I was like the geeky square boy. I wasn't the gay queer boy, the fashion boy.
So when did you know you were gay? Just when you were a little boy?
Oh, I reckon about 9 or 10.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah,
Because
I
I
reckon that.
have kids, and I could tell it was
Yeah.
like two of them,
Yep.
that
Yep.
was, and they were and now I know I'm grown, and they are. One kind of
Yeah.
bounced in between,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
you kind of know.
You
just
do,
know.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's just something in your DNA, I think, and it, you know, and I
Because
mean
I
that.
told one mom, and she was like, and then when she got older, she said, "But Betty, yeah, she like." I'm like saying, I don't
Yep.
know what you're saying, yay for,
Yep.
cause
That's right.
does
You're
it
like,
matter?
yeah, exactly.
It
That's
doesn't
right.
even matter.
No, these days it's a
I'm
much
so
better
glad
world.
at my age, because I'll be 67,
Yeah.
and
Yep.
I just blend right on in. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
that's
Like,
it. Yep. Yep.
my mama always say, you don't know who gonna be there for you.
Yes, that's right. That's a beautiful saying, actually, because, you know, in a way, that's like that. Hearing that as a child, you must have thought, "I've always got that safety net." You know what I mean? Like, yeah, you've always got that. Yeah, yeah. That's
Because
very
honestly,
beautiful.
somebody in my family, and I know
Yep.
that they fight with it, and they just fight against it, and it's so
Mm.
sad.
Yes.
And I try to
Yep.
say, you know, just a little bit something. You know, it don't matter about what, and they still fight it. And I'm like, God.
Yeah. No.
I won't fall asleep. I won't fall asleep, Stuart.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Hey, Stuart.
No.
Hey, Stuart.
I can see it, and I don't want to leave word out.
Yeah. Yeah. No. Yeah.
I'll just fill Stuart in what we're talking about. Like when I was at, I reckon I was a bully at high school as well. But I used to, whoever used to pick on me, all my friends, when I was at high school, I'd beat them up.
Yeah. But so you were kind of,
But now I'm a big pussycat. It's like, I didn't do that. There's no way I'd do that now.
No, you've retired.
I'm a retired bully. Yeah,
that's right. That part's chilled out now.
Cause, not just,
He's like a rebel with a cause. Yeah.
I'm an ex-80s bully.
Yeah. Classic.
Higher.
You can beat me up with that. But you know, like back in the 80s, growing up as a child, like you had to defend yourself because back in those days it was different. See now, like bullying now is not tolerated like by anyone. But in the 80s, it was like no one cared, you know.
No
one cared, and
it was kind of like there was not as much like school based like care around bullying and ethics and stuff. Yeah.
But
much harder world.
The teachers used to call my parents and get my parents to come into the school, and they would say, like, you know, we have to suspend your son. You know, I was always getting expelled at school.
How do we hear you?
For beating up another kid. But that was only because, you know, they used to pick on me first, and I thought, and then they used to pick on my friends I used to hang around with, and
wow.
Back in the 80s, I remember we used to have, like, I don't know, there was the cool kids, there was the square kids, there was geeks. I was sort of, I don't know, maybe half geek, half square, and and you know there was a group of about 5 of us that we always used to get picked on, and I'm going to beat you up because you used to pick on me, and
totally get you.
I grew out of that phase. I sort of
He's so happy you did.
Yeah.
He's so happy.
But honestly, I think my personality is the same. Like when,
Yeah. Yep.
yeah, it's not any
Mm.
Yeah.
different.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I was real brash or whatever. You know,
Yeah.
as I got aged older, of course, you soften out. But because I had, you know, I had to raise the kids, and then I was
Yeah.
single, and you got to
Yeah.
be
I did
almost
like-
basically like a man, to be honest.
Yeah.
Get tough, and you lose some of that softness. Is what I lost.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mm.
In the US, Betty, like, is there, like, if you don't mind me touching on this topic, and
Yeah.
sorry, Werner, just quickly,
Uh-huh.
but like, is it like is there much help for single parents, or is it really like you're on your own? Because in Australia, it's getting better. But
Okay,
Mm.
when I say some single parents, you know, they wait on that check, which isn't
Yep.
much, and the food subsidy. And I
Yep.
just didn't want to be in that. So I did work. I worked hard, sometimes 2 jobs. So,
wow.
you know, sometimes I think that,
Mm.
well, everybody got different
Yep.
whatever. So some people do
Yep.
need the help. Some people just
Yeah.
cannot keep up. I used
Yep.
to think everybody could, but now I know everybody can't.
Yeah, yeah, I hear you.
That,
Yep.
that help, you know,
Yeah,
some people, but some people just don't try, and that's anywhere. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah, yeah,
So,
for sure.
so just
Yeah,
think your mom, your grandma, everybody lived on the system.
yeah.
Then, and that cuckoo clock, I thought I wanted a cuckoo clock. I don't want no cuckoo clock no more.
Yeah.
I don't want no cuckoo clock. I mean, I like to hear it, but I know I don't want no cuckoo clock. I know. Werner, do you like the cuckoo clock?
Yeah, I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
It wakes us
Yeah.
up every hour on the hour.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
the only
But
thing
can
wrong
you
with
stand
it.
it where no? I ain't think about that every hour on the hour.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, it's been in the family for years, so
Yeah. That's awesome.
yeah.
I want to be
Yeah.
woke every hour though.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, I had a friend that collected clocks similar to Werner, and he had about 20 of them, and he had them all timed around the world's different clocks. So every like 10 minutes, it was like 10 o'clock somewhere in the world. So it was like TikTok. And I was sitting in his lounge room, and we're watching, like, I don't know what it was, Star Wars or something like that. And I'm sitting there and I'm going, oh, I'm like, whoop, 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 and the whole it was good.
Listen, the Bud Files was over there.
Yeah.
Pete was over there.
Do you know what? You know what? I'd like to invent a cuckoo clock that you could sort of program to say things like, could you imagine a cuckoo clock saying every hour?
Don't swear.
No, I won't swear. I could just imagine what I could program a cuckoo clock to say. What?
I know.
No.
I would say
You know
I could
what
say
every
something.
time is?
I could say something right here, Werner, but I won't say it about a certain someone that you know.
Oh, hey Adam. Hey Adam.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd love to program my cuckoo clock to say,
Yeah.
come on, get the F out of bed.
Yeah, that's right.
Drew, you
Oh,
have to come on one day and
I reckon Heather would have one of this with some
Oh,
words
yeah,
back.
you're gonna have to come on one day and co-host with me on my
Yeah.
show. It's like at 4:15 on Tuesdays.
Yeah.
I'll get you on Instagram and hit you up. We would be good
Yeah.
together. What you doing with that big old bottle of cold?
It's my addiction, Betty.
It used to be mine. It did. I was bad with cold.
At least it's Diet Coke.
You like cold too?
Yeah.
And what I used to like was that burn when that first go down.
Yes, it's like the.
I haven't drunk it for years though, but every time you see somebody, you like, oh, I wish I would.
Oh, it's nice.
When it's 4:30, 4:15,
Don't take on
like
it.
it was 7.
Yeah.
Probably what do I want to say? Heather knows though about what time is where y'all at. I think it's like 6:15 in the morning or something. You work, Drew?
Oh, yeah, I'm here. Whoop. Sorry.
Uh-oh.
Sorry. I'm here. I'm back.
You work, Drew? Do you work? You come.
I had my Snapchat interrupt me. Sorry, guys.
You work,
Oh,
don't you, Drew? You work?
what's that? Sorry.
You work? You work, right?
At the moment, no. I'm
Oh,
looking for a job, but
well,
I'm
that's
looking.
good. You'll be able to come.
Yeah. Yeah. Fingers crossed I get something somewhere, but
Oh,
yeah.
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 Hey,
At the moment.
Nora. You missed all the fun, Nora.
Yeah.
Nora.
Whoops. I'm brushing my hair the wrong way because I'm seeing myself on the camera and I'm going, oh, that's
I
how my
know, I
hair
do
should look.
that all the time. Yeah,
That'll be tomorrow morning.
Werner, you didn't know you was gonna be on here this long, did you?
Yeah,
No.
2 hours 35.
No.
He's doing well.
Yeah, like it's been over 2 hours. Wow.
I know,
Yeah.
because I missed what did I miss? I missed the premiere. Then it's a live. I should have been. I don't care. I pushed it at the end, but yeah, y'all should be getting sleepy.
9.
2 hours and 35 minutes, Warner.
Yeah.
You can't
So
do
11.
that.
We've got
He's
9
gonna
people
do it
watching.
again. He's gonna say, they stay too long. You can end it whenever you want. Y'all
Yeah,
ain't-
that's it.
you
Yeah.
are in control of the ship.
Yeah, that's right, Werner. Yeah, take control, boy. What is it?
Heather, look at Heather. Nearly
I'm
3
actually
hours.
getting
Listen
getting
to her,
tired.
nearly 3
So
hours.
way past my bedtime.
Yes.
Tell you. Laura, what you up to today?
Hey.
What are you up to today?
Yeah.
We're going exploring today.
Okay.
Yeah.
Old buildings or what?
Yep.
Old buildings.
Drew's got a couple of houses that he's found out in the country.
Oh.
So
Yeah.
we're going to go explore those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
okay.
they're up in the gold area, Betty. So, and everyone who's watching. So they're up in the area where Adelaide's or
Yeah,
South
I'll be
Australia's gold rush was. So fingers crossed, we might be able to, hopefully find them and get onto them and have a look around and
We got a
find
lot.
some history on it. Yeah.
We
Yeah.
have a lot of them around here.
Yes, don't come too early in the morning. The place looks like a bomb's hit. I've got a shitload of cleaning.
Don't worry. You know me, Heather, I don't come early in the morning.
And Heather like, you so red now.
Yeah.
Must be our camera. Notice the red and you got some coloring thing on going on.
Yeah.
Red and purple and I tell
Werner's going to have a midnight snack. It's actually 11:52 here, so he's
PM, yeah.
having a midnight snack.
oh my God, I
My
thought he
midnight
was
snack
like,
a half an hour ago.
That's right.
I broke my fasting. I broke my intermittent fasting regime by having a snack.
Okay, well, tomorrow is another day. That's what
That's
I
right.
That's
That's right.
what I like
Behind the
about my
fakes in it, yeah.
fasting. The thing I do on Friday, it's no guilt if you mess
Yep.
up. Oh well.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's it. Live your life. That's what I say,
Can
Betty.
I just
and Heather.
ask some of the owners, moderators, just to drop people's links for them so we can all connect? We should have done this ages ago, but we haven't. So if there's a moderator out there who's interested in just dropping links and stuff,
Girl, and I ain't good.
connecting with each other, that would be fantastic.
I'm so
Yeah.
phone, honey.
Oh dear, I'm yelling on camera. That's not good. That's just like no one wants to see
By the
that.
title, you're bored. I just realised I didn't even blend my makeup properly.
Oh, it looks wonderful,
But you
Heather.
know what?
You
Okay,
wouldn't tell.
I'm gonna give you a tip.
Oh,
If
yeah,
you
here
won't
we go.
say anything, nobody even noticed.
Yeah, that's it. Hey, look, yeah,
And then
Well-
I was on somebody live and they kept saying they were boring. I'm like, don't say that. They're not boring.
yeah. That's it. You just go with it. Yeah.
Yeah,
You know what? I can't believe that Werner had 7 people waiting for him. Do you know I've
Yeah.
only ever had 2 or 3.
Me too.
Oh, really? Oh.
And usually they gone by the time I get there. And they
Yeah.
Oh.
And I thought,
Hey,
by the
same here, Betty.
time
I know.
Werner
Hey,
was
Betty,
ready, everybody
I'm
would be
here.
like, sleep. The hour would be
I'm
up.
like, where you at? Oh,
Oh, we were just like, oh,
Oh,
Heather, get out the way.
She did an
Oh,
awesome job with the lighting, by the way.
yeah.
yeah.
And we've got the blue ring.
Oh, beautiful. Yeah,
We've got
beautiful.
the green.
Yeah.
I
And
see.
the right all around the way. The
I don't
green
have
brick
that,
light. You won't be able to
Which
see
is
it.
not working now. I think the battery's gone flat.
Oh,
Uh,
the tea set I just saw. Did you ask it? Did he want to come home with you?
Come home with me.
The little tea set. You just passed it.
the little tea set on the desk, I think.
That's my Royal Albert, my old
Yeah.
Kangaroos set.
Did you ask
Ah,
if they wanted
well, there you
to come?
go.
I'm gonna start
Yeah.
doing that. When I go to the secondhand place, I'm gonna say, "You want to come home with me?"
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
that
right.
is beautiful.
Wow.
I like stuff
Very
like
missing
that.
bucket.
I
That's
like
beautiful. Yes. Betty, have you seen Keeping Up Appearances in over there? You need to look it up. It's hilarious. It's very Britishy. I mean, it could apply to anywhere.
UK stuff.
Yeah, and it's Keeping Up Appearances, and that's where, like, what? Yeah, it's a good show. I'd recommend.
I don't even have time to look at TV no more since I became a YouTuber.
I watch it at night, late at night. Yeah,
What TV?
that's
I be
right.
like,
Yeah,
TV
that's right.
on, and I look at Werner done got his food.
Yeah, what'd you
Yeah.
have, Werner? What'd you have?
He got chicken or something.
Yeah, it looks yummy.
Raisin
cheap.
toast.
Ah, raisin toast.
Oh,
Ah,
I love
Yum.
raisin toast. I got raisin
yeah,
in the freezer.
beautiful. Yeah,
I
I
love
just eat it. I just put butter on. Eat it.
But
Yeah,
you know
fair
what?
enough.
Raisin toast, what I would do, this don't sound strange. I put a little butter in the pan and brown it real good. Then I have my hamburger patty. Then I'll put it on,
Ooh.
cooked, of course. Put it on there,
Yeah.
put the other one. And
Yep.
I'm telling you, it tastes so good. The sweetness
Yeah.
with the hamburger.
Yeah,
I still
yeah.
put like mustard, ketchup, whatever you normally put on there.
Yep.
It is
Yep.
so good. Werner.
Yeah, yummy.
You
I don't
Yum.
us hungry. And
I
this
don't know
is
if I could put mustard or ketchup on it though.
Yeah.
I don't even like it toasted. I just eat it.
Oh,
yeah, I like it soft,
butter, that's it.
but that's the only time
Yep.
I toast it is when I use it with the hamburger because that would make it too soggy if it was just soft. But yeah, I
yeah.
got like 4 loaves of bread, raisin bread in the freezer right now.
Yeah, yum. Yeah.
I know. Well, Werner, you're the only one working right now. The 3, Heather not working yet, right?
She's got a client.
Yeah. Okay.
They've booked for it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Good.
So it's just a matter
that's
of,
good.
Yeah, that's
trying to
good.
get some more clients.
Fingers crossed. Yeah,
I know.
yeah.
The only thing waiting
Good.
for bites, like YouTube bites.
Yeah.
I thought my
Yeah.
last video it did do really good, but I thought YouTube, I knew they was gonna try to push it this time. I haven't checked it yet.
Yeah.
I had like one that got like 1,700, so I was hoping this one.
Ooh.
I worked hard on this one, so
Yeah.
yeah.
Fingers crossed. Yeah, that's right.
I worked hard on this one.
Yeah. It's
So,
like sometimes I sit there and I don't know about you guys and other creators, but you sit there and you edit something for hours on end, especially if you've got an old computer like mine,
I know.
and then you just go, I hope people like this.
Oh, I was going to clean my glasses. This smudged.
Okay, but the quality of my videos have went up. You know, my editing.
Yes.
I noticed that
Yeah.
since I got rid
Yeah.
of that one day.
Yeah,
And,
yeah, good
yeah.
stuff.
But we got
Yeah,
Werner more into the computer, honey. She gonna be able to work the thing like Heather.
Yep. yeah.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
like, yeah, right. I work too, Betty.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. That's right.
I
Yeah.
walk around with cold coffee all the time. I'm gonna get a warmer though.
Yeah.
I do. I walk. My coffee is always cold now.
Yeah, that's it.
Just buy a warmer. I'm like, I thought
Yeah.
you were gonna get it by now.
Yeah. And also the warmers like don't always keep it all that great, eh? It kind of goes.
Really? Oh, okay.
Where's your glasses, Stu?
Huh?
Where's your glasses?
Oh, my glasses are here.
Trying to
Just
look
take them
cute.
off.
I do that on my trying to look cute. They are cute. I like those.
Thanks.
Those are
That looks
cute.
good.
I had them for a while.
Those.
What are they? Hackett. They're Hackett brand, whatever that brand is.
Yeah.
Hug it.
What's that?
Did you say hug it?
No, I said Hackett.
Oh,
like the swimmer, Grant Hackett.
oh yeah. Yep, yeah.
I know you wish it was Huggett, but
The paranormal Polynesian. Yeah.
yeah, that you'll have to feel better in on that, Werner.
No.
No, okay.
No, not mine.
No, that's right. Yeah, no. Oh.
I'll private message of Betty.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. The debate over my glasses, Brent.
Lean
Yeah.
on Rio.
Yeah. Oh, well, darlings, I'm gonna have to jump off, unfortunately, because I've got a friend who lost where he parks his car in town, and it's like midnight, and I'm starting to think if he hasn't found his car yet, I'm gonna have to ring him and go and rescue him and drop him to his house.
I would think so. You can't find
Yeah,
his car.
yeah.
All right,
So,
all right.
Party
Stu.
all night, and
We'll see
he
you
called.
Thanks,
tomorrow.
everyone. Yeah, we'll do. All right. Nice to chat,
Okay.
guys.
Thanks.
See everyone. Ciao, ciao.
Yeah.
Bye.
Oh.
Hey, so Heather, how many we got still hanging? Where is Heather?
7. She's right here. She's right here,
Oh,
Betty. Yeah. I'm gonna probably have to call it a
yeah,
night.
me too, because I got to go to this other live.
Yeah. Wow.
But you know, I have a good time. I know they're like, where is Betty at?
It's like almost 3 hours.
Yeah, oh, that's good though. That's good. Yeah, 3 hours is that is long enough. It is. Yeah, my computer was bad. I got to plug that in too. Like, okay, y'all. I'm gonna go. I don't know where Heather is, but she's somewhere. Heather.
I'm here.
Yeah, I'm getting ready to go, and I didn't want to leave Werner all by his lonesome.
Oh, that's all right. That's all right.
Yeah, because Drew
That's
left.
okay.
I'm going to do the same. I'm going to head off as well.
It's been fun. It's been so much
It's
fun.
been good. I've thanked everyone for being here on my first live.
Yeah. Okay, well, we're going to do it again. Yeah, Heather, we got to do it again with the dancing.
I danced 87.
She pushing. Okay, I'm gone. Bye, everybody.
Okay,
See you, Billy.
Bye.
Thanks for popping in.
Okay.
Thank you.
Coming.
I'm gone.
Okay, Werner, last goodbye to everyone. Thank you, everyone, for joining us.
Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. I love all of yous.
Bye from her.
Bye.
I love all of yous too. Sort of, or most of you anyway.
All I can see is tits.
Oh,
The girls.
the girls, Bib and Bub. That one's Bib, that one's Bub. Okay.
All right. Thank you, everyone.
Good
Cheers.
night. Thank you.
Bye.